Yo, what's up, guys? Good morning, team. Hey, look at AEMD popping off here. That pre-market high is still holding pretty strong at 320s, but AEMD is trying to make some moves this morning. It's sitting right around $3, so we're watching that. We also got like cannabis stocks, TLRY making moves. We've got like DTEA gapping up some, and then NVCN. But then really AEMD making some big rips this morning. What's up, Bars, David, Kendall, Abir? Good morning, team. No, the stream's barely delayed at all. There's like a 3-second delay. Alright, but yeah, we're watching AEMD. Yeah, so the big news today, guys, aside from AEMD, which I might try to add onto my title. But the big news is that TLRY, which is Tilray, and APHA, which is Afria, cannabis stocks, are both in talks to merge with each other. So again, APHA and TLRY, which are two pretty well-known cannabis stocks that I've traded numerous times before this, are in talks to merge with each other in the cannabis industry. And so, hey, listen, at this point in time, I want cannabis companies to get big. I want cannabis companies to get power, because ultimately we need lobbyists on the cannabis front. And so, yeah, that's good news for me. I think TLRY, APHA, I'm happy they're talking about merging with each other. I think they need to, and I think we need powerful stocks if we want to end up actually getting it legalized eventually. And we need lobbyists, we need power in cannabis. So we'll see what happens. But I think that's what needs to happen if it wants to get legalized. But yeah, we got SIOX here gapping up some. TLRY obviously gapping up some. The latest one is AEMD and BLRX. Both of these showed up on my scans. BLRX is just dumping down. We also had VERU ripping up some here. What's up, Joshua? Bars. But yeah, we'll see what happens with TLRY. And so if we're looking at this one, we got a few levels. 420, speaking of cannabis, the level 420 looks good. We got 440 up there that doesn't look bad either. We got some support at 380. Some confirmation at 360. These 4 levels, and I think this range is really nice to attack. I think there'll be some opportunities here in this range right here between 440s and 360s. That dollar range looks really interesting, and so we'll see what happens here for SIUX. Obviously, we're going to watch the pre-market high up here too, but I think these 4 levels are really more interesting currently for SIOX, and that's something that we're going to keep an eye on here for these 4 or 5 levels. We also have TLRY here, which is pulling back to a previous high. I think this level's interesting. We got $9.25 quarter dollar. We got $9 whole dollar. Alright, we're watching these 7 levels. See these 6 or 7 levels for TLRY. We'll watch this one. Again, this one is merging with another company. We got DTEA here. DTEA, substantially lower volume for this one. For DTTA or DTEA, much lower volume, not super favorable, but we're gonna watch it regardless, I guess. We're watching the pre-market high, $3 confirmation here. And yeah, I mean that's about it. Nothing else too crazy. We can watch 250 maybe right here, but we'll watch DTEA as well. I think AEMD has more, has nicer levels for us to target. I might actually throw this one on my watch list. Alright, so we got $3, $2.60, maybe $2.50 down here too. NVCN, yeah, NVCN is gapping up, but it's not really in my price range, and I mean I like the $1 level. We're gonna look at 125. Man, it is so cold up here again. What's up, bars? Yeah, good morning, team. Good morning, Mike, Ken, Rick. It's Cruzzer, right? Cruzzer Beats. Good morning, man. Soul, what's up, bro? David, good morning. Yeah, I'm watching AEMD. I mean, it's dropping down now. I might like boot NVCN out of here and just throw AEMD up on my list. Yeah, I think I will. Unless NVCN's got some stock. No, it doesn't. I gotta leave it. I gotta leave that up actually. Save this. It's perfect. Alright. Alright, so you guys ready to go over some catalysts, or you want to just chill here for a second? Hey, what's up? What's up, Sam? Alright, so yeah, the big news is TLRY and APHA, Afria potentially merging. They haven't merged yet, but they're potentially merging, and I think it's good for the whole cannabis sector. I do think that cannabis stocks are going to drop when they find out the MORE Act is not going to pass. Unfortunately so. And yeah, it's time we legalized it. You know, I don't understand how anybody can justify being anti-cannabis legalization at this point. I just don't understand how anybody can justify that in their head, really. Like, the reality is, even if you are against the drug of cannabis, right? Like, even if you're against that, the truth is that it negatively affects this country. What I'm speaking of is cannabis prohibition so negatively affects this country, aside from drug use, that it's just a very self-evident step that we need to take at this point in time. And the fact that it's still criminalized right now is absolutely ridiculous. It kind of just shows how much PAC money and lobbyists are going with the private prison and law enforcement. Unfortunately so. And I support law enforcement some, but not on this, man. They need to stop locking people up and getting people in trouble for cannabis. It's a ridiculous thing. Alright, we're going to see what happens with HTBX. This thing's actually popping off here as well. It's sitting at 690s. Hey, what's up, Kyle? I'm using Benzinga scanners, brother. I'm using Benzinga, man. I don't use Trade IDs anymore. Benzinga actually lets me stream these scans with a very small delay, where Trade ID has made me have a like a longer delay. I'll just say that. But yeah, AEMD is interesting. I mean, it's subjective, Kyle. I think I like it better. I think it's easier. I think I like the theme better. I like the way you do it better. But it's a little bit subjective. Alright, so we're watching this 260 and 250 support level for AEMD. We're keeping an eye on that. Let's go ahead and start looking up some catalyst news here. And I think the fact that Benzinga has news as well as scanners makes it beneficial for me, at least. Alright, so AEMD popping off here. This is Athlon. They announced the first patient treated in first in human clinical trial of the hemopurifier in head and neck cancer. And so again, they announced the first patient that was treated in first in human clinical trial of the hemopurifier in head and neck cancer for AEMD, and that came out 15 minutes ago, and this thing is popping up pretty big from that catalyst that came out here for AEMD. Seems like a real catalyst. We'll watch it. If this thing starts to break over the VWAP and maybe holds over $3, if this thing breaks over 3 and then pulls back and actually holds 3 as support, I might dip by it up to these 320 levels. We'll see though. I'm watching it closely, but yeah, that's the catalyst, so we'll see what happens with the AEMD. I'm watching these levels here. I like the volume. The volume's solid, at least it was previously in pre-market, so we'll see what happens later on today. I'm excited for it. We'll see. Like I said, we also got HTBX here gapping up from 530s all the way to 670s for HTBX. This is Heat Biologics, and their shares are trading higher after the company announced the completion of the ZVX60 vaccine cell line in COVID-19. So yeah, they completed the COVID-19 vaccine cell line. Shares are up pretty big in pre-market here. Looks like around 20% or so. Maybe 15%. So we'll see what happens with HTBX. Put a pretty big gap up here. We're watching a few levels, specifically $7. We're watching 720 pre-market high, obviously. We can look at 652, but I kind of like 665 here a little bit better than those. In this one, we have somewhat of an upward trending line here, so you can see an upward trend right here, and so we can watch that as well. That's not usually how I trade these, but I do see an upward trend line. And so we're going to watch like 6 down here. Watch this range, see if we can target anything for HTBX. Real Catalyst came out for this one again today as well, so we'll watch it and see what's up with this one. Again, we got TLRY and APHA here making big moves. Afria and Tilray are in talks to merge with each other. They haven't actually finalized anything yet, but APHA and TLRY are in talks to merge with each other. I'll go ahead and find the catalyst here. TLRY gapping up from 780s to 1015s. Big gap up here. The company said it will combine with Aphria to create the largest cannabis company ever. Hopefully we need that. I mean, like I said, we need that in the cannabis industry. We need lobbyists with power if cannabis is ever going to get legalized within the next year. Aphria is going to pay a 23% premium on the company's December 15th closing price. So they're going to pay a significant premium on the closing price from yesterday, which looks like it's about $7.87 for TLRY. And so we're watching this as well here. We're watching APHA too. And we got some interesting levels for Aphria here as well. We're also looking at DTEA here, and this one was much stronger earlier, but it just kind of fell off and hasn't really done much since for DTEA. This is David's Tea, and they promoted 2 execs to CEO and CFO roles. They also reported earnings yesterday. It looks like they posted third quarter adjusted EPS of 9 cents profit, third quarter EPS of 54 cents profit Canadian. So we'll see what happens here with David's Tea, DTEA. It's dropping enough to where I'm not super interested in it unless we get a crossover play, but I'm still not 100% sure if I like it. We'll watch it though. We got PDLI gapping up, no volume. HJLI trying, no volume. DS. If I'm missing anything here that I haven't seen, let me know. BLRX with a pretty big gap down. Look at this one. We also can look at VERU, as that one is kind of pushing up a little bit so far in pre-market. We also got to look at NVCN. And this one's gapping up. It's over $1. The only level we're looking at it to hold is over $1. VWAP's pretty close to it for me to like it for a long setup. I think it's going to get rejected if it hits that VWAP level. So we're watching it, but until we get like a big breakout, I'm just not that interested in it. The reason NVCN is up is that Neovasc announced the first Neovasc reducer implants in France. They also received on the 14th a NASDAQ notification regarding minimum bid price deficiency. But yeah, this catalyst. The reason NVCN is up is because they announced the first Neovasc reducer implants in France. The implants were conducted by Professor Martine Gillard, Director of Interventional Cardiology, and Professor Roman Didier, Brest University Hospital, France, Professor Stéphane Verhey, an interventional cardiologist as well. And so yeah, they said, quote, France is one of the largest markets in Europe and it represents a meaningful growth opportunity for reducer, commented Fred Colin, President and Chief Exec of Neovasc. And they also said, quote, we are currently navigating the reimbursement process for the therapy in the country and plan to commercialize reducer more broadly in France, though a direct sales force upon reimbursement approval, end quote, from again, that was from CEO. So we'll see what happens with NVCN. Not loving it. Am I missing anything, guys? Hey, what's up, Mohammed? Hey, welcome back, brother. Happy to have you here, man. Like I said, I think a lot of people would rather be here than super pump channels. You know what I mean? I mean, like, I get it. You know, I post affiliate links here and then I do some stuff, but like the reality is everything we do here is free. We don't sell anything. You know, there's no mandatory purchase if you want our content. It's all free. We don't sell a course or a service. And so if you appreciate that, you know, hit the subscribe button, guys. You know what you want to. Hit that subscribe button, click that like button. Let's run those likes up. We got 34 likes, 1 dislike. Let's run those like numbers up, team. Hey, even the dislikes, I mean, it's all engagement, you know. But yeah, we're watching NVCN. We got CCNC that's gapping up some as well. Hey, that's right, D. You know D. D, you gotta change that name, bro. I can't even say that on here. I'm gonna get banned. I'm gonna get insta-banned if I say that, D. I just gotta call you D, which is okay with me. But yeah. I'm always right. I'm right 75% of the time, 100% of the time, team. You know? That's what I did here. You know? BCDA. We can still watch this one from yesterday. This one had the offering, I think, right? And then ripped up. We'll watch it still. SNDL. Cannabis. Yeah, oh, this is going to be up on the overall cannabis sector. I think we're going to have some sympathy plays from Cannabis this morning. And so that is a major thing I'm watching today in the market. I'm watching sympathy plays because the biggest news story in cannabis, aside from the MORE Act passing the House, is happening today with two of the largest cannabis companies, TLRY, which is Tilray, and APHA, which is Afria, merging with each other, potentially. So again, APHA, Afria, and TLRY, Tilray, are potentially merging with each other, forming the largest cannabis company in the world. And I think we're going to see some sympathy. So watch like SNDL. You can watch like ACB. You can watch CGC. You can watch CGC. You can watch CRON, which are more cannabis stocks. Hey, I appreciate the sub, G. Thank you, man. Y'all be like him. Hit the subscribe button. You know you want to. Click that sub button. Click the like button. I appreciate it. But yeah. So I'm watching sympathy off of cannabis. Point is, if we see some cannabis stocks, if we see TLRY, for instance, rip up and start breaking highs, I might scalp some of the other cannabis stocks in play based off of purely sympathy from that move. It just depends on what happens. I did that with Bitcoin in the last few weeks, and I'll do it with cannabis if it presents itself. So we'll see. Greetings from Bulgaria. You are a good man. Well done. Very knowledgeable, balanced, and emotion-free. Still working on to catch up. Thanks for all your help. Hey, happy to help, brother. Welcome here, man. I'm over here in Texas, but you know, I appreciate the support from anywhere, brother. Welcome, man. We're growing. I'll say that. The channel's growing, and I appreciate the love and support, team. Really do. How about that UFC card this weekend? I don't mean to go off on a tangent, but like, how about that UFC card this weekend? That thing is stacked. I'm ready for that thing. I think it's more stacked than the UFC 252, although that was a great card. I think it's going to be more stacked than that. Okay, so we're watching DTEA. Still watching TLRY. They better, my kin. They better, bro. We've been waiting. Bro, Connor knows he doesn't want that Habib smoke, bro. Connor knows he does not want that Habib smoke, man. I said it before, I'll say it again. Habib is the GOAT. The reason Habib's the GOAT is because it's not just the people he fought. It's about the way he did it. You know, you could argue Jones, but like, Habib just demolished everybody. Nothing was close, you know. And Connor knows if he fought Habib again, he would just get worked. You know, you can't mess with Habib. Habib's been wrestling bears since he was like 5. You know, you can't mess with him. He's gonna beat everybody. You know. You know what fight I do want to see though? I forgot who it was. I want to see Habib versus. Man, who's the submission dude that fought in this last fight? I can't remember who it was. I'll have to look it up. I thought about it the other day. I was like, they need a fight, but I don't know if they ever will. Nah, here, let me look it up. I have to look it up. I don't want to linger too much on MMA because then everybody's going to complain about it. Here, let me just look at what was it? UFC 260 what? Let's look at UFC last weekend, see what pops up. Oh, yeah, it was Charles Oliveira. We got to see Charles Oliveira and a Khabib fight. If there was ever going to be a good fight with Khabib, it would be versus that submission specialist, bro. That would be a great fight. I want to see that fight. But I don't know if we ever will, unfortunately. And I don't blame Khabib, too. If I was Khabib, I'd retire. Like, sit on top, man. Listen, you've never lost. You know, you could support yourself through the rest of your life with the, with the winnings, and I would just chill. Unless something, like, really good came along, I guess. But yeah, we're going to watch TLRY. We're going to see what happens here. You don't think Charles Oliveira and Khabib will give you a good fight? I mean, listen, like I said, I'm on the Khabib train. I think Khabib would demolish him as well. But I think it would be a better fight than the last few we saw. It'd certainly be better than Gaethje. We got BCDA taking a dive here. Look at BCDA. This was a big gapper from yesterday. This one's just dumping down. Are you going to buy into TLRY? I'm not sure yet. It really depends on what the sector does. Like, instead of watching specifically TLRY, I'm mostly watching the sector. Like, if Cannabis starts to rip up and break highs, then I'll trade some sympathy scalps. For instance, here's an example of one. If TLRY gets a ton of volume here, and this is just an example, it's not going to happen. But if TLRY got a ton of volume and broke this 1050s high up here and just ripped up big, jumped up 40 cents in 30 seconds, then I would consider ACB sympathy. And I might consider dip buying ACB, or I might consider buying in ACB at that moment and riding up that sympathy for 10 or 15 cents and then just scalping out. That's what I did with Bitcoin. When Bitcoin was breaking highs, I was able to take RIOT and MARA. And so that's what I mean when I'm looking at both of those cannabis stocks with like TLRY and APHA. Oh yeah, SNDL is actually a good option too. Shout out to Muhammad because he did mention that one. But yeah, SNDL is a solid one too, and it's really cheap. So if you don't have that much equity and you want to trade some cannabis sympathy, SNDL is a cannabis stock and it's 50 cents right now. So, that's a way to trade it too. But yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna wait. Yeah, BCDA does not look good, bro. This does not look good. We also have HTBX here. I don't know if I looked up HTBX. I might have. Yeah, this is Heat Biologics. Shares are trading higher after the company announced the completion of ZVX60 vaccine line for COVID. Interesting. Alright, so yeah, we're watching HTBX as well. I'm still watching SIOX, but like, we need some good volume. I don't know if I... Alright, so CO Gene Therapies, which is SIOX, they are higher after the company announced positive 6-month follow-up data from a low-dose cohort of phase 1 and 2 trial of AXO-AAVGM1. They said that all 5 children demonstrated signs of clinical disease stability from their positive data that came out for Gene Therapies, which is SIOX. It was, quote, generally well tolerated with a favorable safety profile and provide early indications of clinical disease stability for SIOX. So a real catalyst here. So we'll watch this one. I mean, we got some nice levels here to follow. And I hope you guys see how I do this. Like, you guys know, like, I haven't had a losing day this week yet. And, like, one of the things that I think really helps my trading, I think it helps trading, I think it helps traders more than they realize, is just developing a good base of technical analysis. I think you have to learn technical analysis and fundamental analysis to see what kind of filings they have. But I think that a lot of new traders specifically really focus on like strategies when they instead should be focused on really learning technical analysis with a really sound understanding of it. I think that's the most important thing when you're first getting started, because you got to be able to identify levels and then base your trades off of those levels. That's what technical trading is. That's what a large majority of traders are. Short-term traders are basing it off of levels. And so you want to try to see what everybody else is watching in the market and identify that. And so I'm looking for confirmations on a 1-minute chart in pre-market. And then a lot of the time I'll look at the daily chart as well, just to see if there's any major levels that I should watch. This one's above all these highs, so not really on the daily chart. This thing's only 6 days old. And yeah, it's gapping up noticeably higher. The next level below us right now, it's at 380. The next level below us is going to be at like 320s, where the previous high prior to today was. So yeah, like right here, you can see this level from yesterday is the next level, and it does have some confirmation here. But seeing these levels gives me a, kind of a playbook to follow. I understand where the ranges to attack are, or more importantly for me, where range breaks actually are, and then I target those range breaks. A lot of the time you'll see me get into I'll wait for a range to break, and then I'll look for a pullback to the high of the previous high of that range, and then I'll dip by that previous high bounce, if that makes sense. And that works really well. That's what I've been doing mostly this week, is just looking for big confirmed levels in pre-market like this, and then waiting for those ranges to break, and then buying dips down to those levels with tight risk and tight stop loss levels, and it works. What else we got? UEC. My bad, man. I got you. You've been asking about UEC, so I got you, man. I mean, UEC, it had a big day yesterday. Looking at this, just looking at it, I think the float's going to be very small. Now, this is Uranium Energy. They posted a first quarter EPS loss of 3 cents per share. It was the same year over year, so it was the same as last year. I don't think that's really a good catalyst for this one. I guess it's not bad when you consider COVID and the impact that COVID had on the economy with a lot of these businesses. So I guess it's not that bad. But looking at the float, it just seems like it's going to be a large float. Let me look at it. UEC floats. The float of UEC is 183 million. So yeah, I figured it would be a larger float just based off of how it moves. And so it's just not really my cup of tea, if that makes sense. And, I'm not saying it's not going to work. If I was going to trade it, though, and not an investment professional, I'm not liable for any losses you take trading any of the stocks I talk about here. We're just pure entertainment, free resource for traders, not experts over here. Not liable. With all that said, though, if I was going to trade UEC, I would trade the break of 187, maybe a break and a pullback to 187. But again, I'm probably not. But if I was, that's what I would look at. Looking at the daily chart, I mean, the daily chart honestly looks pretty strong. I really like the range break we had at the 130s, and then we held that. We also have the previous closing price down here at 160, so that's not bad either if you want to play some longer term levels. But yeah, that's what I think about UEC. Yeah, no worries, bro. Hey, welcome, Mac. Hey, welcome, bro. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind saying it. Listen, I know how it is. I'm very risk adverse in everything I do. In everything I run the channel, I probably could have helped this channel grow faster, but I just don't like risk, which I think translates really well to day trading and trading in general. But you know how it is, man. One of the most common questions I get are, I'll post my watch list, and when I post these watch lists, I'm never telling you to buy. That's not what I'm doing at all. When I post these watch lists, I'm just simply telling you what has potential in the market. I would say a majority of the stocks on my watch list are probably going to go down, but you might have a few diamonds there that end up ripping up and giving us opportunity, and that's really what the watch lists are for. And so that's what you want to understand. I'm not giving out picks with these lists, What's the symbol, Mohammed? Is it SNDL? Yeah, exactly right, Mohammed. That's exactly right, bro. Couldn't have said it better, man. What I was going to say is that most of these companies are just terrible companies, you know. A lot of them are scams. A lot of them are just pumping up, trying to make a few million for the CEOs and then going bankrupt. A lot of them are just super shady. I'm not making any specific calls on which ones are like that, but we're in the penny stock. We're in the penny stock game. Most of these are just terrible companies. That's why they're penny stocks. I mean, let's be honest. There's a few of them that are real. Like, I like the cannabis stocks. I just think it's going to be a while before cannabis is legalized. But, like, we got TLRY. We got, you know, we got a few other ones. You know, we got some cannabis stocks like TLRY, APHA moving some. And, again, I'm going to watch the cannabis sector, ACB, SNDL. SNDL, the level to watch, this is the level for SNDL. Y'all want to know the main level I'm really watching for this? It has two convergences at this one level, right? The first one, it's a $0.50 level. It's 50 cents. There's only two major levels, I think, that are psychological in a stock under $1, and those levels are 50 cents and $1. You know, maybe 25.75, but 50 cents and $1 are major psychological levels in stocks under $1. And so with this one, 50 cents level being right above us, the 50 cents level is also the previous closing price on SNDL. Then I really like using that level in my trading, and that's a level we're certainly going to watch today for SNDL here. So we're watching 50 cents. You can see this light blue line. If you join our Discord, we do have a script. Shout out to my man Trade Archer for hitting me with that script. But if you join our Discord, we do have a script that automatically documents this previous closing price for us. And so any stock we pull up, like I can pull up any of these stocks. I could pull up TLRY, and you can see the previous closing price is way down here at $7.87. But yeah, in our Discord, we got a Thinkorswim script share. It's a script that automatically documents this previous closing price. And with all that said, I'm going to go ahead and post our Discord link. Join it. It's completely free. Come chill. Yo, John, can you break down AMD? I know it used to be your go-to stock. Just curious if it will run today based on yesterday's news. Yeah, I got you, man. We can look up AMD real quick. Goldman Sachs raised the price target for AMD. I mean, I would be it's very similar to SNDL as well. I mean, for me, I'm mostly a short-term day trader. This news, you never really know what's going to happen with news, right? You don't know if good news might make the stock drop and crash. That's the crazy thing about the stock market. You could have legitimately good news and the stock might just dump from it. And so, I don't know what it's going to do. If I was watching it, though, I would look at 97.12 previous closing price right underneath this. You also got 97.50, which has a little bit of confirmation both today and yesterday. And then if you look back at yesterday, you just got a bunch of levels right here, specifically like 97.75 and 98. And so if I'm looking above us, those are the levels I'm really watching for this one. And so if this thing starts to run, I would watch it at those levels, see if it breaks, holds support there. And if it doesn't, I would look for it to break under this previous closing price, maybe break under this pre-market high down there too at like 96.85 or whatever that is. But yeah, that's how I would approach it. But yeah, with TLRY, we're looking for it to hold 10. See if it holds $10. Yeah, MARA, Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin ripping? Anytime I see MARA rip, I want to look at Bitcoin. Wow. Hey, guys, look at Bitcoin, guys. Bitcoin is ripping here. Bitcoin is ripping. Wow. Bitcoin is squeezing up, man. Look at that. That's crazy. So we might have some sympathy in Bitcoin. Look at MARA and look at RIOT. MARA and RIOT are ripping up because of Bitcoin here. Yeah, Bitcoin just ripped over $20,000 for Bitcoin. Here's BTC. Look at Bitcoin futures. It a huge rip up to 20,545s, and then a push back down to 20,240s. I'm still watching. Here's the 20K level in Bitcoin, and again, with this big move, we're gonna have some levels that we can target, specifically 20,500, 20,545. We're watching both of those levels. They both look interesting, and we're keeping an eye on those today. So we're watching them for Bitcoin here. Hey, thank you, CB. VERU is scary, and to be honest, their office in Miami is small, but I'm just going with the stock and hypes, then hypes low, then high. Yeah, I mean, VERU's up today. I mean, it is making moves this morning. I don't know if it's gonna hold, obviously, but hey, it's still making moves. So you know, this is one of those cases where I just don't know. I don't know what VERU is gonna do, and I don't know if I feel comfortable saying I know, because I just don't. You guys know me. We're just a free resource. So if I don't know something, I'll just be like, yo, I don't know. You know? But yeah, with that said, I don't know what VERU is gonna do. And honestly, HTBX has honestly picked up some good volume. I'm watching this one certainly now for HTBX. Hey, what's up, Ayo? Hey, yeah, let's break those likes. Hey, the haters are back, man. The haters are back. Everybody say hey to the haters. Y'all overpower them real quick, though. It should take one push, guys. We should do this with one plug here. Hit the like button. Overpower the haters. Let's break 100 real quick. Right now. You know you want to. Hit the like button. Hit the sub button. Show support for what we do here, and I definitely appreciate it. If you click the subscribe button and then the bell, the notification bell, you'll get an alert anytime we go live or drop a new video just like this. So y'all hit them buttons. Do it now. Yeah, and with Bitcoin pushing up, we're watching MARA, we're watching Riot. And again, I said it in our weekend video, this is the sympathy I attack. This is the sympathy trades I attack. What else we got, guys? Yeah. Hey, one more like, guys. We need one more little baby like. Hit that like button. CCNC showing up on the scans. Although this one couldn't hold over 2. I don't like it right now. But yeah, RIOT and MARA showing up on the scans. We also got like NXTD. But yeah, if you're looking at a scanner, like if you want to see this top scanner right here, this top scanner is gaps, right? This is going to show you the gaps of the market. This bottom scanner is showing you real-time alerts. And so when a stock starts to run, hey, I appreciate the sub, Maureen. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Y'all hit that subscribe button, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. But what I was saying, though, is that this bottom scanner on the left side right here is going to give you alerts. It's going to tell you what's moving. So you can see like MARA showed up, NXTD showed up, BTBT showed up, AEMD showed up, and so we got some moves here. We're still watching AEMD. It's starting to push over 3. I told myself I wasn't going to trade in pre-market, but man, pre-market just looks tempting sometimes here. Should I buy like 25 shares? It's small. I'm doing it. You know what? I'm doing it. Alright, well, we're filled. I didn't get filled. I was trying to buy it at 3, but for some reason we just didn't get filled very quickly. So we're watching this. The only reason we're trading this is because I think if it does break these highs right here, then it might really rip up, and we might get a really nice risk-reward trade where I can risk closely off of $6. And if it does end up breaking these highs at 325, it might be a huge rip. So we're just chilling right now. We're going to see if it bounces and breaks these highs. Because again, if it breaks those highs, we might get a really solid risk-reward trade here. Hey, thank you, CB. Hey, thank you, Angel. I appreciate that. What's up, Mo? It's Benzinga scanners, guys. If you want to check out Benzinga, here's the link. reason Bitcoin just hammered up, though? Let me see if I can find out why Bitcoin just hammered up. Alright, we have Alt5 Sigma, an emerging leader in blockchain-powered financial platforms, provided its daily instrument. Why is Bitcoin up? Let me see. Yeah, I guess it's true. Yes. So when did Bitcoin really go up here? When did Bitcoin start to move? So Bitcoin started to go up earlier this morning. It started to creep towards 20,000. So it started to creep towards 20,000 early in pre-market. And then once that momentum started to come in with Bitcoin, this thing just started hammering up here. We running out of Bitcoin soon. It'll definitely hit 50K. Yeah, for sure. Ethereum? Alright, so yeah, Ethereum. Oh man, we got to spike up. Hey, this is what I wanted. That bounce at $3. Is my pre-market trading getting turned around? Let's see. Hey, there's 318s. Let's break these pre-market highs up here, man. Like I said, we might run into some resistance, though. You see this resistance that was there. And so I'm hoping we do, or we don't. But hey. Hey, there's the break. Just hold, man. Come on. I like the momentum here. Don't reject. Alright. We gotta let it test here, right? Because if I really need to, I can hold it break even. But we gotta let it test. There we go. 26s. Let's just hold. 24s. I told you we got some resistance right here. Alright, there's 21s, 20s. Yeah, I'm just letting this chill right now. There we go. Alright, we're out. Little $5 bill. Hey, we'll take it, man. I don't mind jumping back into this thing, but like I said, guys, this is really the point. Is that the most I risked in this trade is like $2, and I made $5. I know it's very small. I'm really just experimenting here. I obviously trade larger at the opening bell. But for now, hey, we're going to take this little $5 bill and see what else we got. Yeah, looking at Bitcoin, though, guys. Bitcoin pulling back here. We'll see if it holds. It's interesting for sure. Bitcoin's going to be one of my main watches today now that we got this rip. AEMD, please explain float is what I'm assuming you mean here. Is that what you mean, float? Yeah. So I don't know what the float is for this one. Let me take a look. And I got out right before this big rip down, so I'll take it, man. Yeah, the float is 11 million. It's a micro float. It's a small float stock for sure. So small float, big rips, a lot of volume, you know, good catalyst. I'll take it. You know, we'll trade it. This is what I need. Like, if you guys want to see what stocks are really interesting to me in pre-market, like, you want to see what stocks I really watch, it all has to do with volume. Like, sure, a gap up is great. And I'm going to try to explain this in the most understandable way so you can really get what I'm saying here. So, technical analysis, meaning analyzing historical levels of a chart. is self-fulfilling. Okay, so it works because other people think it works, right? And so if everybody thinks the stock is going to bounce at $3, a lot of people are going to buy at $3. And what does buying at $3 do? It makes the stock bounce. So it's self-fulfilling. But it doesn't matter why it works, as long as it works. And technical analysis certainly does. And it's all psychological. With all of that said, you want to find the levels that everybody else is buying at. Those are the levels where the stock is most likely going to bounce. And so with that said, what I love to do in these levels is, number one, I look at half and whole dollars more than anything else. I'm looking at half and whole dollars. And then I'm using the historical chart to find confirmed levels that I can base my trades off of. And so, for instance, these pre-market levels, $3 has some confirmations here. It had some confirmations before that, and it's the whole dollar of 3. And so it's logical to conclude that when this stock is looking really strong, the pre-market high is not that much higher than this, that if the stock breaks $3 and holds, it's understandable to conclude that it might rip up and at least test this 323 level. And if it tests it in pre-market, a lot of the time it's breaking it. And so that is why I took the trade. I waited for it to break $3, and then I bought the dip here at $3, anticipating this range and trying to attack this range right here. This is all I'm trying to do, is target that range. Sure, it broke the range, and I made a little bit extra money. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Mo. Y'all be like Mo, hit the subscribe button, do it now. But yeah, sure, it might break the range and rip out more, but that's not really what I'm trying to target here. I'm just trying to attack that range specifically. And if I can attack that range, take a few cents, I'm done. You know, that's fine. I'll do that over and over again and in green most of the time. And that's a scalping system. That's what I do. The reason I love pre-market levels is because they are the most recent levels of a stock's movement. Everybody else can see pre-market, but one of the big things is that I need volume. It has to have good volume, because without good volume, the levels are less clear. There's less obvious levels, less people trading it to give it that momentum bounce that we need at certain levels, and that is why you need volume. Hey, what's up, Jude? What's up, Mohammed? What is that? SLS, right, bro? Yeah, I mean, SLS got to get over the previous closing price and at least get to red, or at least get to green on the day right now, which I don't see it. You also got like HTBX. What happened to these scanners on the right? You also got like HTBX, which is bouncing up at 650. Yes, I scale a lot. It's all individually based, right? I look at the individual trades to see what I plan on doing, but I do scale. Sometimes you'll see me scale into it. Here's the thing, right? I've talked about it before. If you're gonna scale in trading, especially if you're gonna scale into the trade, you need to have that plan beforehand. Too many times, traders end up, they refuse to accept a loss. And so what do? Is they add to a losing position, and sure, it might work sometimes, but when it fails, you're going to destroy your account. And so if you're going to scale in trading, especially entries, if you're going to scale into your entries, there's two things. Number one is that it's better to scale. It's better to scale already in the green. Like if you're already in the profit, adding some more size on the move up is fine, right? That's okay. That's understandable. Try to get a larger gain, and then if you can hold it break even if it goes against you, since you're green already in the trade. That's an understandable way to scale. If you're gonna scale into it on a losing trade, it needs to be your plan before you enter that trade to scale into it. And the reason for that is because so you don't end up just saying, YOLO, I'm just gonna go for it here. That's stupid. What you gotta do is, if you're gonna scale, have the plan beforehand. Like sometimes you'll see me enter a trade and I'll say, yeah, I'm jumping in here, and if it moves down to 640, I'm gonna add some more if I can. And so it needs to be the plan beforehand. That way you don't average down into the trade and just destroy your account. And so yeah, and this is stuff like, honestly guys, we got a lot of this content that I'm saying, like we did an old day trading course, and it's a free course that we have on YouTube. I have a video called How to Build a Trading Plan. It's called How to Build a Trading Plan, and it talks about all this stuff. We got another one called How to Calculate Risk Reward. We got another one called Understanding Technical Analysis for Beginners. and we go over all these different things. Everybody's a little bit different. Like some people are going to put more weight on like longer term levels, like the daily chart, the weekly chart, and so you got a little bit more long term confirmed levels like 450 and stuff like that here. And some people are going to put more weight on shorter term levels, and they're both fine. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Sam. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it. What did Bitcoin end up doing, though? Bitcoin pulling back. We'll see what happens. We're watching Bitcoin here for sure. Here we go. It's better. All right. XLM. Oh, XLM is crypto related? What is it? XLM? I don't know. What is it? This must be a Bitcoin or a crypto. Am I right? No? What is XLM? Yeah, I got you, David. Here, hold on one second, brother. I got you. Hold on. Let me, Alright, so yeah, we're watching HTBX. What was I just trading? AEMD. Hey, AEMD's ripping up nicely here. And here's one of the common pitfalls, though. A lot of traders are just trying to trade these big breakouts like this. It's much better to target a range, find a range, and then target that range instead of just trying to catch huge breakouts. It's all purely subjective, but I find it better to target specific ranges and have exits in mind when you get into trades. As for the old class, on which one you want how to build a trading plan, which I think has risk reward in it as well. I think that's probably the best one. And like I'm going to show you this, and if you're a new trader and you're struggling to find consistency, watch this video. We also got another one called How to Find Consistency in Trading, and it talks about the process that you need to ultimately take with it. But yeah, here's that video, how to build a trading plan. Oh, altcoin. I got you, man. Here's how to build a trading plan if you want to check it out. Yeah, let me look at these. I'm still watching AEMD. It's ripping over 330s. And yeah, I saw somebody said I put more weight on longer term levels, and that's completely fine. Usually the people that watch longer term levels are getting into like longer term day trades than I am. The reason I watch really short term levels is because I'm scalping, right? And so I need the most recent levels because it's going to have the most movement around those levels that I can scalp into in a few seconds. You know, I'm not trying to hold very long. If I was holding longer term, I would use the 5-minute chart much more. And I would also watch longer-term charts more than I do now. But since I'm just very quickly scalping stocks, short-term levels are more relevant to me. Yeah, Ethereum. NXTD. I bought a PC. I bought an Alienware R11 is what I bought. It's an Alienware R11. Yeah, NXTD is ripping up. Yeah, ETH here. Yeah, we're doing futures today, Mohammed. We got you. Yeah, but that really shows the subjectivity bars. Everybody's a little bit different, you know, and that's one thing that you'll learn in trading. The reality is in trading, you got a lot of different people trying to tell a lot of different people that they're wrong. And obviously I'm not talking about you guys. I'm just talking about, like, you got a lot of people that are really critical on other traders. Like, oh, they don't know what they're talking about, or they're doing this wrong, or they're doing that wrong, or they're doing this wrong. The reality is, the truth is in trading, if you can make it work, you can make it work. Everybody's got their own style. Everybody has different personalities. So people are going to find value and be able to use things better or worse than others. And that's understandable. And that should be pretty obvious. It is what it is. In trading, you just got to find your niche. You got to see what works best for you and stick with that. Because if you can make something work, I can't hate you for it. You know? NXTD, rip it up here. Big move for NXTD. Crazy rip. Yeah, I know. We went over TLRY and APHA's merger news already. And then we're going to watch Cannabis for sympathy as well. We're going to watch like ACB. We're going to watch CGC, CRON. You know, we're going to watch a few of these. So we got some cannabis stocks we're looking at sympathy on today. Honestly, the most recent news, to be honest, is just the Bitcoin news. Bitcoin is ripping. I can't pull up Ethereum here. Probably because... I don't know, I guess they don't have Ethereum futures listed here. What's the Ethereum futures symbol, if anybody can help me out? TLRY dropping down though. Let's look at it at 950. Yeah, I tried ETH. It wouldn't show up. The only ETH that shows up is Ethan Allen stock. So, but yeah, MARA. Oh yeah, maybe it's the pair. It might be Ethereum / USD. Let me see if that pulls up. No. No. Yeah, I don't know. Oh wait. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, Thinkorswim just doesn't have it, unfortunately. I might be able to look at it on Top Step. DPW popping up here. Is DPW still a crypto-related stock? I know it was in the past, but look at DPW. I'm certainly going to trade some crypto stocks if the opportunity presents itself, Joel. But it depends on what we have that we can react to. But yeah, Bitcoin ripping up, breaking highs again. Look at Bitcoin, it's at 20,540s. So crazy move here. HTBX ripping up. AMD rejected there. If you want to look at the price spike on Thinkorswim for Bitcoin, you just type in /BTC. It's just Bitcoin futures. So you type in /BTC to show you futures in Bitcoin. Yeah, look, there's Bitcoin up to 20,650s. Let me see if I can pull up Top Step and see, let me see if I can watch Ethereum there. Yeah, I can't look at it there. Can't pull it up there either. It's a Bitcoin ripping though, and we're certainly going to watch it today. Bitcoin, rip it up. It's at 20,750s right now. Hey, we got 240 people here already, guys. So, hey, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Bitcoin is ripping up as our eyes watch it. We can look at MARA. Look at Riot here. Both of them are ripping up on sympathy for Bitcoin, pushing up big here. So we'll watch these. Yeah, I don't know why crypto. Yes, I did this time, Tim. I did remember to monetize, bro. I finally remembered. Yeah, there were a few days where I made nothing, so I remember now. You know. BTBT. Hey, like that's like our channel stock here. Yeah, BTBT's ripping up. Hey, this is the beginner trading. If this is our mascot stock. IZEA is trying to break over $1. Look at IZEA. I think Bitcoin is making a lot of people start to watch some of these moves. Bitcoin's at 20,870. Bitcoin ripping up big here. Look at Bitcoin, guys. 20,870 for Bitcoin. Big moves. AEMD's on my scanners right here. I've actually traded AEMD today a little bit already. Lots of chatter on CNBC with Bitcoin earlier. Hey, what's up, Scott? Appreciate it. Hey, happy to help, Peach. IZEA is sympathy off of Bitcoin. Sketchy though. Yeah, we got a few Bitcoin sympathy plays. Big pullback. Finally getting a pullback from Bitcoin here. Honestly, I finally got a wired mouse, and that is just making my days noticeably easier. I finally got a wired mouse, and it's just way easier. It doesn't lag, it doesn't screw up. It's been much more stress-free trading since I got this new computer. We're still watching DTEA, although it's got to do some stuff. Bitcoin pulling back down to 20,650s. I'm sure we're going to have MARA and Riot dropping with it. Yeah, Mohammed said crypto is ripping. What happened with the news? I'm not sure, man. I'm trying to find something here, to be honest. We're looking at to see why Bitcoin is moving. See if I can find anything. I don't think I can, but we're watching some of these cheap stocks. Bitcoin's sitting at 20,700 right now. See, I'm reading an article. Yeah, ETH is the second largest digital asset by market cap. Alright, so yeah, we finally broke 20K. I'm trying to see why. Some news surgeries is going to Mercantile Exchange in Chicago starting February 8th. Today's news with Ethereum. Interesting. The only one I ended up, the surge has been driven by institutional interest. Yeah, so, The only thing I bought in pre-market is AEMD. I bought it for like a quick dip, made like $5 and got out. Just targeted a small range and attacked it. Was able to scalp very quickly. A few cents a share in AEMD, but nothing major. Just kind of messing around right now. Hey, thank you, Sam. Y'all be like Sam, hit the subscribe button. Listen, we do this live for free every single day right here on YouTube. We are not experts. We're just a free resource and community for traders to get together, learn, help each other. We don't charge for anything. We don't sell a service. Sure, we do post affiliate links just like every other YouTuber. But as for like selling a course or selling a service ourselves, we just don't. It's all free. And so if you appreciate content like that, hit the subscribe button, guys. You know you want to. Hey, even if you hate us, we might lose. You don't want to miss that either, you know. Obviously, we're watching Cannabis with TLRY. So there's two sympathy plays that we're really got an eye on today. Number one is TLRY and APHA sympathy from Cannabis, the entire cannabis sector. So we're going to watch SNDL. We're going to watch like CGC, CRON, see if we can find some sector sympathy in Cannabis with the APHA and TLRY merger news. We're also going to look at obvious Bitcoin here. Here's Bitcoin. It's sitting at 20,660, and we're watching this. We've got some interesting levels. If we start to break highs here, we might have some sympathy plays in MARA and RIOT. Here's MARA and RIOT. And so they will be strong if Bitcoin is strong, and so we're watching those as well. And those are the two sympathy trades that we're thinking about getting into today. We're also obviously watching HTBX. Looks okay, even though it's pulling back some right now. If it can hold over 6, we might get like a moving average crossover or something like that. Hey, thank you, Alejandro. Appreciate that, brother. Welcome in. But yeah, we also got HTBX here. We got DTEA. We have AEMD, which we made a little bit of money on. And this, yeah, this, somebody else mentioned, this kind of looks like the cup and handle. And so we got the cup, we got the handle, and so we're looking for a break now. I only like buying these handles on the dips. I do not like buying them at these high breaks. I only like buying them on the dips here, so it's too late for me. But we did have a little bit of a dip there, so we're watching it. Doesn't look bad for sure. It looks strong. Higher high, higher low. Holding on VWAP, cup and handle style breakout pattern. $3 supports holding as well, so looks strong at all fronts, I think, for AEMD, but it's just not really my setup right now. We also got like NXTD, which I believe is related to crypto. NXTD is ripping up with this crypto news. Let me be sure here. Yeah, I don't see any catalysts. Should I buy some Tilray shares right now? I don't know. I don't give out stock picks. I really have no idea what they're gonna do. They might dump and crash at the opening bell for all I know. I really don't know. I try to react to what happens instead of predicting what happens, and I certainly don't. Even if I think I know what happens, I just don't like giving out stock picks. It's never gonna work long term. Taking stock, taking signals from people is just not. In the end, there's too much of a conflict of interest. They need you to come back, and so they're going to give you a tiny reward target and a huge risk. And so you might win 5 times out of 6, but that one time you lose is going to destroy your account. And so there's just a conflict of interest with signals, in my opinion. Here's Bitcoin though, sitting at 20,755 here. Yeah. The news I found on Bitcoin so far was the Kraken announced they will be integrating Bitcoin Lightning Network, and a major analyst came out and talked about institutional investors coming out with Bitcoin products. Interesting. So yeah, I heard from somewhere else that a lot of the momentum was coming from institutions, I should say. So they are bullish on it, which causes everybody to be bullish on it, really. So we're gonna watch it. I mean, obvious level here at 20,910. I think the next step is 21K. 21,000 in Bitcoin, and so sure, if it breaks 21K, we'll probably jump into some sympathy moves on RIOT and MARA. Still watching TLRY, still watching HTBX, still watching AEMD. A lot of movement today. What is today? Wednesday. So yeah, a lot of movement today on Wednesday, to be honest. Yeah, AEMD is a cup and handle. You can see the cup here, and this is why they call it a cup and handle. I saw somebody call it a teacup. Give me a tea. You can call it a teacup. I like that. You know, I like Beauty and the Beast. You know, but no. We got the cup here. You can see the cup right here. Here's the cup, and then you got the handle here. So it looks like a cup and handle. That's why they call it that. And really, it's just a sign of bullish momentum, because the cup and handle, the handle part of the cup just puts in a higher low. So it means it put in a higher low and held and then moved back up, which is why it's such a strong pattern. Hey, appreciate it, Mohammed. Thank you, brother. What's up, Caitlin? Good morning. Yeah, it's mostly volume. Wave the Planet says, thanks for the info. Out of curiosity and trying to get a better understanding, can I get a reason for why those specific stocks were chosen? Was it news? So I don't know whose stock picks you're looking at, or whose watch list I should say you're looking at, but all I can really say is for me, and my watch list mostly has to do with volume. I'm looking for gap ups with good volume and strength that shows up, and then, you know, I think it's also beneficial to look at like the filings to make sure you're not going to get hit with like an offering or something crazy like that can destroy your account. Because that happened the other day. I can't remember the stock it happened on. On short-term moves, we have PIXY here. And again, if you're looking at my scanners, guys, the way you need to look at these, the bottom row right here is the stocks that are recently spiking up. So you can see like AREC recently had this big move. It's there. MARA had this big move. It's there. JAKK had this big move. It's there. And so these are just old, or these are just like if you want to see real-time scans on what's really moving, look at these down here, the bottom left. This top row here, this is over the last 5 minutes, the gainers over the last 5. This is the gainers of overall in pre-market. After hour session. There we go. Sorry, I don't know why, guys. That's my fault, team. That's completely my fault. I had the wrong settings here for pre-market. This is the pre-market scans, and this is noticeably better. So yeah, we got like PHUN. PHUN is moving up. We'll watch it at like $1. PHUN. We got like obviously HTVX. We've got DPW Riot. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Sagar. Y'all hit the subscribe button. Be like him. You see, subscribe. Everybody do it. Click the like button. Show your support. We got a ton of people here already, so welcome, guys. We got 4 minutes before the opening bell, too. Let's do it. What is it? Hylion? HYLN? I mean, I don't know, man. Wasn't this a SPAC? Wasn't this an SPAC? I'm not sure if this was a SPAC or not, but I mean, here's the thing, bro. This looks like a pump and dump. I know this one. This is one of those ones that I saw a lot of YouTubers just make a bunch of pick videos about, and this thing had its day. But like at this point in time, man, this thing's just super risky, super volatile, and it looks very weak at this point. I mean, maybe it's gonna bounce, but you know, this thing breaks under 15, holds under 20. It's looking really weak. Just not really my style. Now we are gapping up a little bit in pre-market, so it's not terrible, I guess. And especially if we break over like this pre-market high right here, which was also, if we look over to the left, there's also like some levels from yesterday and the day before. It's gonna look strong if it can break over 1660s, but long-term movement I don't like. Maybe I'm wrong though. I could always be wrong. I don't really know this stock very well. NXTD still ripping up, guys. It's at 69 cents. Bitcoin pulled back. It's at 20,665. So yeah, and then obviously we're watching AEMD here. Hey, what's up, Warrior Traders? Good morning, team. Hope y'all are well. Hey, look at that drop on AEMD. Which is why I always talk about, like, I like getting on this dip. I do not like buying it right here. Wait, you said Warrior Trading just shut off his stream? Was he trading AEMD? I'm not hating on him. I'm just asking. You know, I like Warrior Trading's content. IZEA is breaking over $1. Yeah, he was. Okay. Yeah. Travis, man. No comment, bro. No comment, man. I'm over here in Texas. I got kids, but, you know, I'm certainly not against it. Yeah, AMD dumping down. So, y'all be careful. Bitcoin dropping down here. Alright, there's the bell, guys. Let's do this. Hey. Yeah, let me put the right scanners up. We're watching AEMD. We're going to see what happens here. Alright, guys. Here's the... Alright, so we got DTEA making moves. What else we got? DTEA. DTEA up to 250s for DTEA. Low volume, though, but still up to 250s. CHCI, guys, CHCI. Look at CHCI. This thing's ripping up big here, too. Big squeeze at 360s right now. NVCN. NVCN showing up. Here goes NVCN bouncing at $1, so we'll watch it and see what happens here. TLRY. TLRY, we're gonna watch this one over 990s. And I mean, listen, guys. I like Ross. But for you to say Ross looks like he doesn't smoke blunts, I mean, let's be honest here. Ross looks like he smokes hella blunts. Let's be real. You know? Let's just be honest for a second. Y'all thought I was about to say something serious. Man, these scanners are down. That's cool. Alright, yeah. TLRY, Cannabis dropping big here. Bitcoin bouncing at 20,615. XNet, XNET, and Mara ripping up here. Here goes MARA. Bitcoin bouncing slightly here. Man, I gotta figure out what kind of sizing I want to take. I'm gonna take a baby position. Alright, we're with 25 shares. We'll add a little bit more. Just got a huge range right now. Bitcoin running, which is good for Mara. Alright, Bitcoin up to 20,660s. We're going to add a little bit more here. No fill. Alright, there's the fill. Alright, we're in 50 shares. Alright, Bitcoin's up to 20,660s, guys. We're going to see if this holds. If not, can't hold under 8. We're just going to bail out. Yeah, I'm just messing with you. I like Ross. He's cool, man. You know, I ain't hate on anybody. Trying to be patient with this. Eight's our risk, but this one's not following Bitcoin. I gotta bail out of this thing. Let's look at Riot. Man, weird, man. It's weird because like Bitcoin is moving up right now. Bitcoin's at 20,600s, and so it's weird that the crypto-related stocks are moving down. To be honest, DTEA might be flushing or making some moves here. What else we got? We still got NVCN that we're watching. But, nice dumping down too. We got EBON, DS, BTBT. I look at EBON making moves. Just no pre-market levels for me to trade, really. Look at HTBX is probably one of my favorite ones right now. HTBX. A little bit of a cup and handle here. Alright, we're in this with 50 shares for HTBX. 50 shares. See, we got a little bit of a cup and handle style play here. Hey, we got 475 people here, guys. Y'all hit that subscribe button. We day trade live on stream for free every day. Right here on YouTube for free. And so if you want to support free day trading content, we don't sell a course, we don't sell a service. Everything we do here is free. Hit the subscribe button, guys. You know you want to. Go back to the 90s Dare commercials. Just try it one time. Everybody's doing it. Hit that subscribe button, you know. Am I missing anything that's actually like running right now? Because like everything looks boring. XNET maybe? XNET? Yeah, XNET's ripping up, breaking 320s. XNET breaking pre-market high is up there to 320s right now. XNET. DTEA's ripping up a little bit too. DTEA. Alright, so we're break even here. We'll add a little bit more to this if we rip over like 640s, or if we rip over like 630s, we'll add some more to this. Dude, is my neighbor really out here cutting his grass right now, bro? Bro, it's like 8:30 in the morning, bro. Why are you out here cutting grass right now, dude? Alright. Alright, we tried to add to it, but it looks like it was the worst ad spot ever. There's 640s. Alright, we sold half. Sold another half. Holding 25 shares left. We're going to see if this holds and breaks VWAP. Test 650. Where's another candle? Open it up. 20 seconds. Luckily, I scaled out of most of this thing already, but... yeah, we're going to get out. Small little win. We'll take it. We're basically break-even right now. Yeah, we're up a tiny amount. Here's XNET pulling back, though. I don't hate this little pullback. The range is just too small. Look at DTEA, guys. DTEA. This thing's ripping up, breaking some levels here. Look at BCDA. Honestly, doesn't look that bad either. Look at DS, EBON. Look at DS right here. DS is ripping up. Not really many pre-market levels for me to follow though. EBON pushing up big. Still looking at DTEA. I'm gonna try to scale into this a little bit. Alright, we're in this with 50 shares. MARA is ripping up. Weird, man. It's late. Like, Mara's running up late relative to, like, Bitcoin. XNET ripped up. Maybe I should have bought that dip instead of this one for DTEA. We'll give it a second here. Here's the VWAP. There's the line in the sand. We started to get into the 60s. I'm out of this thing. Man, look at XNET, though, guys. XNET's looking strong. XNET's breaking highs. It's at 320s right now. I wish I could trade XNET. I'm just in too much. Bitcoin is just dumping down. Bitcoin just broke down to 20,500s for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin just dropped pretty substantially here. Yeah, we're out of this. Keeping it small. XNET. I have to scale into this one a little bit more. 320s. It's too small of a range, I guess. Hey, I appreciate the sub. Thank you, man. Y'all be like that. Hit that subscribe button. What am I down slightly today? Yeah, I'm down $6. AEMD. Yeah, we're trading really small right now. Obviously, you guys know me. If I see something I like, I'll jump into it. But we're waiting right now. Looks like most of the stuff I got into and was gonna trade just confirmed why I exited for a lot of these. Yeah, AEMD. I mean, we'll watch the range break here. DTEA. Glad I got out. Big drop. Still looking at HTBX. Made a little bit on this one. We'll add some and maybe try to get into some more if it bounces here, but barely anything. There's like a 3-second delay. Kiro. Which one? What's the symbol? Muhammad. Yeah, y'all be careful with like MARA and Riot. Honestly, I'm disappointed in these. They had so much potential today with Bitcoin ripping up. I mean, they might still rip, but like they haven't been following Bitcoin that close, to be honest. SGBX, guys. Look at SGBX. I jumped into a little starter position on XNET too. The range is just pretty small for me, but look at SGBX. SIOU or SIOS. I was watching this one pre-market. Such a small range. I'm in with like 250 shares or 215 shares. It's just got such a small range. I have to trade it large. And we're gonna see. TLRY trying to move back. Bitcoin pushing up big. Not big, but like big enough for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's pushing up to like 20,006. DTEA ended up ripping back up, so maybe I got scared out of that one. Yeah, that's probably right, try. Wait, who's hating? Honestly, most of the people here are like, yeah, support the channel, you know. Yeah, I don't see anybody hating. Yeah, we got 8 dislikes, but listen, when we got almost 200 likes, I mean, you're gonna have some haters. It's cool. Man, DTEA just faking me out. Look at that, ripped up. Should have got that dip down to the VWAP. TLRY breaking lows. Alright, there we go. Hey, look, it's at 420 today. What a day to be at 420. Alright, we're looking good. 22s. See if we can break this high real quick. I'm gonna get out here just to hit like a little bit of a range, and then we're still holding 800 or 100 shares. See if we can break this high. There's 22s, 23s. Hey, it's looking good. Let's just hold now. 23s. Come on, man. You know you want to break this high. What else? What do we got? Okay, yeah, we're strong right now. I'm gonna get out here, stay in here too long. I'm gonna get out of half of the position, holding 50 shares left. Let's see what's gonna happen on the rest of this. Yeah, it's just struggling too long up here. Yeah, I'm out. Maybe I got out a little bit too soon. That brings me to green on the day though, so we'll take the small trade. Yeah, we're slightly green on the day, if not close to break even, but hey, we'll take it. Man, maybe I got out a little bit too soon, but it is what it is. Look at DTEA. Still watching this one, although this one's just kind of crazy and swingy. Look at that. Yeah. Little sketch. XNET's up to 320s. I got myself to green on the day with the trade, though, so we'll take it. We're just scalping right now. Alright, so now that I've got my first round of trades in the books here, guys, we're going to wait. Man. Everybody make fun of me. Look at XNET. Punish me, you know? XNET ripping up. I mean, green is green. I got most of the range, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, what I was saying is, now that we got our first range of trades in here, we're going to wait for some good opportunities now, and I'm sure we'll find some, but we got to just chill and wait for it. We got IMMP ripping up here. DTEA with the false breakout there. TLGT pushing up big. What was the other one? NXTD. And sorry, chat, I might be missing out on something. I gotta look. I got the hiccups. I gotta look at the chat today. Let me look at it. How do you predict this? I'm 18 years old, really trying to learn. I mean, the way you really learn is just by conditioning, right? It's like Pavlov and the dog. It's classical conditioning. And so you just do the right things over and over and over again until it becomes second nature. You know, that's all you really do with trading, is you do the right things over and over again, and that takes repetition. It's one of the reasons why most new traders are going to lose, is because it takes a certain amount of time to condition yourself, right? And you condition it through repetition, so you got to put some time in the market and really learn different levels. Most of trading is based off of support and resistance confirmation, at least most short-term trading is. So yeah, just research into it. We're watching NXTD here. It might be breaking this high. The only problem is we got the 75-cent level, which is a big level with these cheap stocks right above us here. So I think if it breaks this level here at 73, it might reject at 75. We'll see, though. Purely just speculating at this point. Bitcoin is starting to push back up, and I think that's actually what's causing some of these moves here. Yeah, we're going to get in here because I think this is Bitcoin-related stock, right? NXTD is crypto-related. Am I right? NXTD is crypto related, right? Because I think crypto is going to really break 20,700. Alright, so we're ripping up here. Hey, there goes XNET. I kind of thought about buying on the dip, but I talked myself out of it. Alright, so we need a new candle to open up here. Like I said, man, I was worried about this. I was worried about this exact thing. I even talked about it. Maybe I should have followed my own advice. Man, XNET up to 330s. Can't you hear the fill noises? Yeah, for sure, I can hear them. I know I'm filled right now. What I'm saying, though, is that I should have listened to my own advice over there at 75. Vuzi, V-U-Z-I, guys. Check out V-U-Z-I. NXTD is crypto-related, right? Yo, y'all help me out. I don't know if, I don't know what XNTD is. I want to say it's crypto related, but maybe I'm wrong here. Sympathy plays. Sympathy plays, you just find related stocks in the same sector. So you find a sector, whether it be crypto, Bitcoin, or not Bitcoin, whether it be crypto, cannabis, you know, solar, and you find a sector, you find related stocks, and you trade that momentum. Yes, it is. Appreciate it, Mohammed. Thank you, brother. Yeah, so I'm watching this now. I think it's strong enough to add some more to here. You see I tried to add 150 shares there. No, cancel that. Alright. little bit of a pullback here. I was going to add some more to this. There we go. All right, we're back in with 300 shares now. 300 shares. Wish me luck, team. All right, 300 shares. We're seeing of crypto. There's 20,700 break in Bitcoin. There's a new candle that should help. All right, crypto's moving up. This should make this move up, right? I would think so, at least. That's logic. There we go. Try to scale out of this thing while I can. All right, crypto's pushing up here, so this should drag this thing up. We just need a push over 75. Bitcoin's breaking a big level at 20,700. And I'm trying to be patient with this, but all right, we're in a crypto sympathy play here. Okay. About break even right now. There we go. Like I said, 75 is the big level I was honestly worried about here. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Puppy. Welcome, man. Appreciate the support, bro. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Be like Puppy Love over there and hit that sub button, guys. Alright, so we're in with 300 shares here, waiting to see NXTD. Ooh, I'm going to get out of at least half of this here. And the reason I'm getting out is because Bitcoin pulled back. Maybe I was wrong, but I don't think I am. I'll add back to it if I need to. Maybe I was wrong there. Yep, certainly wrong. My fault. Dumb trade. It's alright, though. We're at a half. That would have been a bit much larger win. We'll see if this breaks pre-market highs up here. Alright, well, at least it ain't going to be a losing trade. The sentiment was right. Bitcoin up to 20,700s. Maybe we'll add to this? What do you guys think? 77s. Alright, we just added on the break. Gonna immediately sell. Alright, we just took half off there. Riding this up. Scalping at 80 cents. Bitcoin ripping. And we're going to get out there. Alright, so yeah, we just scalped a little bit of that. We're green on the day. Another green trade in the books. I'm getting noticeably better at scalping. Up about 15 bucks on the day. But yeah, this was the sympathy plays I talked about all morning, guys, because this is what I'm trading. So just to break down this trade real quick. Here's Bitcoin. Alright, and so Bitcoin has this level right here. It's 20,700. The reason this is a level is because look at all the confirmation at 20,700. We've got test there. We've got a high there. We've got a test there. We've got a low here. We've got a test there. And so there's a lot of confirmation at 20,700. And so when we break that range here, and we actually break out of this range that we can see right here, this is the range we're targeting. When we break out of that range, we're going to go long on crypto-related stocks. In this case, NXTD. And, you know, there's a lot of other ones, too. XNET ripping up big, too. But that's the reason we took that trade. It's because we broke out of the range in Bitcoin. And I talked about it in pre-market. Like, you know, sympathy trades are some of the most profitable lately in the market. Some of these sympathy trades in Bitcoin and cannabis are some of the most popular. Sorry, I'm just now catching back on the chat. What's up, team? Yeah, and I actually like the more obscure sympathy plays because it causes less fake outs in the more obscure ones because nobody knows why they're running. It's a little bit easier to profit from the more obscure sympathy plays like that. Yeah, no worries, try. I think it's related to crypto in one way or another. Hey, thanks, Dave. I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, and I saw somebody talk smack at me yesterday. They talked smack about my trading. They tried to make fun of me for scalping. The name of this video is I'm scalping penny stocks, right? And like, it doesn't matter how much I make per trade. I might make $8, $9 per trade, but if I do that 3 or 4 times, it adds up. And like, that's the name of my game. That's what I trade. That's how I trade, and it works really well. Just quick scalps to support. Man, but XNET ripping up big here. Okay, we're gonna look at all the other crypto related stocks. I'm surprised, honestly, that these crypto related stocks are not pushing up more. Like, I'm surprised RIOT and MARA are not pushing up as much because Bitcoin is running up here. If it starts to break, especially if Bitcoin starts to break like highs at 20,800, I'm probably gonna have to trade some of these. I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, for sure. Scalping works, man, and scalping just fits with my personality. I'm highly skeptical, and I'm patient in some ways, but I'm impatient with regard to like how long I really want to hold the stock. And so scalping just fits the best into my personality because it's very short term. I can let good volume compensate for less, reward. I can compensate for it with good volume, and again, it just works solid. Bitcoin's still pushing up. It's at 20,815. And like, people can knock on it, but like, again, this is my 3rd green day this week. If I end green, that is today. I haven't had a losing day in 2.5 weeks now. And I'm honestly really proud of that. I'm really proud of that because I only started trading penny stocks about 4 months ago. I've been trading mid and high caps for years, obviously, but penny stocks, I only started trading them again about 4 months ago, and it took me a while to build a system, but the system works. And so really exciting, honestly, for that. Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Yeah, money's money, yeah, for sure. And it adds up. Like, it adds up. My account is only about like a $8,000 account. It's like an $8,500, $9,000 account. And I use it like a bank account, so I move money in and out of it if I need, whatever. But with that said, with a small account like that, and that is small in trading, but with a small account like that, like, you don't want to, like, you can risk a ton and try to take thousands of dollars in profits, but you're going to be risking a huge amount, and I'm just not for that. I would rather trade very conservatively and careful and just not risk that much and make small gains and let those small wins add up, and like, that's what we're trying to do here. But yeah, we're up like 15 bucks today. I'll take it. It's all money. And Bitcoin is still at 20,800 here. The next level in Bitcoin, in my opinion, is 20,910. Obviously, this previous high up here. So we're going to watch that big pullback on XNET. What's up, Try? Hey, they con Nipsey? Yeah, RIP to Nipsey, man. That's dirty, though. Look at SIOX, guys. SIOX making a huge rip. Break it over the VWAP. Break it over previous highs. It's sitting at 390s right now. 390s for SIOX. Big move here. Look at like AWH. Yeah, SIOX is big here though. SIOX, big move. Bitcoin's still running up, guys. still running up. Did I get out of XNET? Yeah, I mean, I got out almost around the highs here. I'll take that, but honestly, this has been the most successful green streak I've ever had in penny stocks. The most successful green streak I've ever had. Again, this is last week. I did not end red any day, so I had 100% daily accuracy last week and the week before, and this is my third green day this week. And you guys have watched it all live. I stream it all live. Can't fake it if I want to because it's all live. You guys can see it. And so yeah, this is the largest green streak in my penny stock trading career, and I'm super pumped about it, to be honest, because you know, it's been a long time coming. I've been building a system for months and months now, and so I'm really happy that it's actually working, you know. Hey, what's up, Try? Yeah, I wish I could short, brother. David's T? What's David's T? It's, DTA, right? Yeah. Yeah, DTA's dumping down here, looking weak. Bitcoin, guys, get ready for Bitcoin to potentially break highs here. Bitcoin is moving up like it's going to break highs. And so get ready for that. Get ready for it. We're gonna watch it. I think it's gonna break. I mean, hey, thanks, Dave. Yeah, honestly, Rick. I was literally just thinking that. I was like, man, I'm gonna jinx this green streak. And honestly, I think green streaks can be good and bad. They can be good in that obviously they're green streaks, but they can be bad in that they condition you to never accept a loss, right? And that can cause you to take more risk than really is necessary. And so I've said it before, I don't mind when my green streaks break. I'm just happy I had a green streak to begin with because, again, a lot of the time people get in green streaks and they do really well. And when the time comes for them to actually have a red day, which is inevitable, it's going to happen, you're going to lose. They can't accept it, so they just take a lot of risk and end up just destroying their account, you know? And I'm saying that from my own personal experience. Like, obviously, like, I've done that in the history of my trading, obviously, and I think it's common. And so I think, you know, green streaks can be good, but they can also be, you know, bad as well because they can cause you to not be used to losing, which can make you make some dumb decisions. But yeah, with that said, Bitcoin pulled back, Mara pulled back. We're still watching like Riot. Telray, TLRY is starting to rebound a little bit here. XNTD is breaking highs again. No, I don't like that one. Let's find a different song here. What do we want? Wait, this one. I like this one. Alright, we're scalping a little bit of MARA, anticipating that hopefully Bitcoin breaks this high. We were down already on this one again today, and so we're hoping it rips up. But again, we were already down. We're just going to see if this kind of cup and handle pattern breaks over this 850 level, and we're going to get ready to sell if we see something we don't like. But yeah, we were down already, so we're actually green in this trade, even though it says we're down on the day. All right, let's see if we can break this high up here. Bitcoin pulled back some, but it still looks kind of strong here. There's 36s. Alright, we got out. We made a little bit of money on that trade, but basically close to break even. I mean, we're green on it. Let me see. Yeah, we made like $4 on it, but we'll see if we find some other opportunities. Look at IZEA, guys. IZEA. And this is why I like buying on the pullback to the cup and handle. So like, let's say this is a cup and handle, right? Here's the cup. It looks like a V, but we'll say it's the cup. And then here's the pullback, right? What I did here is I bought down here. I bought on this pullback. That way, if it starts to do this, I can take a little bit of profit and not worry about it. Because a lot of the time, it's going to at least bounce up to this range high right here. And so like, that's what I'm targeting. And yeah, it looks like getting out there was the right thing. Man, maybe I should have took NXTD because this thing is hammering up here. Hammering up big. What's up, team? Sorry, I see a lot of people here, so it's hard to keep track of everybody. AEMD. I mean, this thing's just dumping down and broke under lows. I'm not trading it anymore. Look at Cannabis. TLRY starting to head back up. Bitcoin is pulling back here, but look at Cannabis. TLRY, APHA, ACB, CRON, CGC. Cannabis moving. NXTD is also moving, so I think this is related to crypto. It's starting to push up. Watching NXTD for a pullback. Look at TLRY, ACB, Cannabis making some moves here. So look at TLRY, Tilray. Look at this. It's up to 970s. If Tilray breaks specifically 990s and holds, then it looks strong. It might reject at $10 above it, but like if it starts to break that, it looks good. We might find some sympathy there too. WKey, WKHE or WKEY moving a little bit. Yeah, Riot. Hey, thanks, Dave. I appreciate that, brother. Welcome, man. Y'all be like Dave. He just subscribed. Y'all hit that subscribe button. We do this live every single day right here for free on YouTube. So hit the sub button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We go live every single day for free. How are you day trading with a small account on Thinkorswim? Don't you need 25K? So no, I don't. Okay, so I've explained this a lot before. The PDT rule specifically applies to margin accounts, right? So if you have a margin account, you can only get into 3-day trades every 5 days, or every rolling 5-day period. Hey, my man Leroy, thank you, brother. Appreciate the sub, man. But no, you can only get into 3-day trades a week if you have a margin account. If you have a cash account, you can trade as much as you want as long as you have the equity to do it. And so with my $9,000 account, I can use $4,500 one day, $4,500 the next, and by the time I do have to wait 2 days after each trade for those funds to settle, but I just use half one day, half the next, and then by the time the next day rolls around, I have my equity back. And so yeah, I day trade like 30, 40, 50 times a week with a $8,000 or $9,000 account, cash account. But again, the PDT rule specifically applies to margin, not cash. And if you have a cash account, you can day trade as much as you want as long as you have the equity to do it. A lot of people don't understand that. Like, you don't need, like, a lot of people are going to CME Capital Markets Elite Group to day trade, but you don't need to. Like, if you got a cash account, you could day trade. You know, you could probably day trade and get away with day trading on like a $2,000 account. You can use $1,000 one day, $1,000 the next, and then by the time that settles, you'll have the money back. MARA moving up here. Bitcoin's moving up, breaking highs. So we'll see if we get into a few more plays. Yeah, I can buy a security I lost on. I mean, I just bought MARA. You know, like a second ago, I was down like $9, $10 in MARA. I bought a little bit of it. Now I'm only down 6. So I made I made $4 or $5 on it, buying it after I had lost on it previously. And yeah, that's fine. That works. I'm in one futures trade. I just got into a futures trade here. If anybody wants to see that really quick, I am in one futures trade right now. We're gonna get out. All right, so we just made a small little $12 win in the futures market. Going back to penny stocks here. Bitcoin ripping up. Yeah, it's only on margin accounts, man. You know, that's where the PDT rule specifically applies to margin accounts. Now, every platform is a little bit different. Like, some are gonna be weird and act weird, but like I use TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim, one of the largest platforms. Like, that's what I'm day trading on right now. And like I said, I day trade like, you know, I don't know, 30, 40 times a week with a cash account of much less than 25K, and it's fine. You know, SPI, guys, look at SPI. SPI ripping up big here. It's in at 810s. Not bad. Looks strong. Think about jumping back into a futures trade here real quick. We're going to jump in one futures contract. See if we can break 369.90 up there at the highs. So we're break even right now. We're in one futures trade. Trading the E-mini. And this is the futures market, guys. If anybody wants to check out futures, there's no PDT rule in futures. Instant settlement. You can day trade as much as you want. And I'm using a funded account program called Top Step. So basically, in Top Step, if you prove you're profitable, they'll fund you anywhere between $30K up to over $100,000 with an 80% profit split. And so they'll give you a $30K demo account, and if you can make $2,000 in profit with that $30K demo account, I gotta get out. I lost like $37 there. But if you can make $2,000 on that 30K demo account in futures while following the rest of their rules, they fund you that $30,000 with an 80% profit split. They're regular, and there's a lot of different packages, not just 30K packages. There's 30K all the way up to over 100,000. They're regulated in the US, and they paid out to their profitable traders over $2 million this year. Very cheap funded account program. The base 30K one is only $120 if you go through my link. And it's a great way to help support your boy here and try to get funded as a professional futures trader. When you're trading futures, I'm really just looking at the SPY here. Yesterday, I made like $600 in futures. But I'm really just looking at the SPY here and trading the overall market's momentum. And so if I think the market's going to break this high right here, which I think it is, I'm going to buy here. And so I'm in with one contract. If the market moves up with that, then I make money in the futures market. And, you know, if you want to check it out, here's the link. Futures, I'm basically just trading the S&P 500. So I'm watching the S&P 500. For instance, this latest trade, I'm looking to see if the S&P 500 breaks this high right here. And if it does, then we should get a nice burst in momentum to profit from. But again, yesterday I'm up huge, so I don't want to ruin my week. I made like $600 yesterday, and I'm down here, so we'll see. But that's the futures market. You're basically just trading momentum. The only difference between regular day trading is the sizing. They use contracts instead of shares, but aside from that, it's almost exactly the same. I'm going to let this one go a little while. I mean, I'm not doing great in futures, obviously, today. Look at MARA and Bitcoin here. I'm getting out of this futures trade. That's relatively insignificant to me. I would much rather trade something else. Yeah, I'm going to find some good songs. My bad, team. All right, so we are in... we are in MARA. Hold on one second, team. I'm trying to put on... What did I just have? Okay, there it is. There we go. We are in MARA, guys, as Bitcoin tests 20K. We're in this in MARA. Just 50 shares. Maybe we'll add some if it breaks this. See, I want to hold on to a little bit, but I don't want to risk much. All right, so we're breaking highs. We're moving up. 61s, 62s. 364. So yeah, I'm gonna take half off here, and the reason for that is because I'm not trying to risk that much in this futures trade. I'm just trying to see if this is gonna break. Yeah, we're out. All right, so we made a little bit of money on there. Nothing too crazy. The reason I got out, I was planning on holding that longer. The reason I got out is because here's Bitcoin. Bitcoin just dropped, and I think it might still break 20K, but this drop made me not want to trade that, and just made me want to get out, unfortunately. But it's still a green trade, and it all adds up. This is just tiny wins, very careful wins. Not trying to risk a huge amount, if that makes sense. Just explained it, Sam, because I have a cash account, and with cash accounts you can day trade as much as you want without a PDT rule. Yeah, there's the pullback in Bitcoin. Here's MARA, which is what I got into, and I'm just glad I exited this when I did. See if it moves up here. It might bounce at 850 though. Let's be honest. It might bounce at 850 and then retest that pre-market high. I don't hate that, you know. NXTD? No, I don't. Thoughts on NXTD as a short? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I feel about it. Yeah, there's the drop in MARA. Yeah, Bitcoin just dropped, and this is why I was planning on going long on this, but once we had this huge drop in Bitcoin, that makes me just no longer interested, unfortunately. Start day trading, Con? Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be purely subjective, bro. I like TD Ameritrade, but you know, everybody's a little bit different. Yeah, we got a bunch of videos about it, Bill. For Top Step, why do you have to pay 150 bucks a month? Because you get market data, I'm sure. All right, we're jumping in the futures market. We're trying to bounce here, and then we're up. Yeah, we're gonna try to get out there. Get me out. We're just gonna bail out of this. All right, so we made a little bit back in futures. We're only down 50 bucks on the day in the futures market. But yeah, some of it's from the CMEG group. A lot of it's because they give you education as well with Top Step. It's kind of like they do a little bit of it all. In the grand scheme of things with funded account programs, I think they do it right. Like, I've used a lot of different funded account programs. Top Step is the cheapest. It's the only one that's been really regulated in the US like that, and they've paid out millions to traders this year. They funded, I think, over 3,000 traders with Top Step. Yeah, exactly. That's probably right, Travis. It's listen, most people are going to fail in trading, 100%. And you know, that's not Top Step's fault. That's just a reality. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's just a reality, right? A lot of people are just really insecure and immature in the trading space. And so, like, you know, if you mess up in trading, you take a big loss, it ain't nobody's fault but your own. It ain't my fault. It's not anybody else's fault. It's not your guru's fault. If you take a big loss in trading, that's your own fault. You got to manage your own emotions and do the right thing. Unfortunately, a lot of people are not mature enough to be able to be introspective like that. And so instead, they end up just trying to blame whomever, right? Or they try to blame me or everybody or whomever, right? The reality is, most people are going to lose, unfortunately, in the trading space. And it's why I always tell people, like, look, you're probably going to lose, especially in that first year. You're almost certainly going to lose. We already listened to this song. Especially in that first year, you're almost certainly going to lose here. And, like, if not, a lot of it's going to be just pure luck based. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't lose, a lot of it is just luck, you know? But if you understand that and you approach it with, like, reasonable expectations, then it's going to be a lot easier to manage your emotions. You know what I mean? But if you approach it like, I have to win all the time, and if I don't, I'm going to just get mad at everybody, you're just going to lose more. It's going to suck, you know? There we go. I like this. Still watching the SPY here. Hey, appreciate it, Travis. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that, man. I usually stop trading at like 11 o'clock market time, 11:30 market time or so. We're watching the SPY here. This is why I put this up. This is the previous closing price in the SPY. I didn't notice it before, but like this is the previous close right here at 369.50s. So like we're watching that. We're gonna see if that holds. We got GRNQ as well showing up on the scans. GRNQ. Look at GRNQ ripping up big here, guys. Look at this. Look at this rip. Wow. Hey, thank you, Bo. Thank you, man. Welcome, brother. Appreciate the sub, bro. Look at TLRY, guys. TLRY. Oh my gosh, man, you scared me. All right, guys. Carol's here. Here, you ain't got a seat.
Sorry.
My wife Carol's here. You want a seat? Here.
Okay. How's it going?
It's alright. TLRY moving up though, making moves here, team.
Hey, how's it going?
She trades sometimes.
Camera's right here, it's different.
Yeah, I told you, man, it's different over here now. We got my setup.
Oh, look, the blanket screen.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that could be a floating head. Ready?
Oh, you're gonna do a floating head? Okay, I'm ready.
Alright, ready? Christmas.
It's almost the floating head. It didn't quite work. There you go.
Oh, look, it's like, I'm like a Christmas, I'm the ghost of Christmas present.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Here, you want me to go get you a chair? You want a chair?
Yeah.
Alright.
Just for, here, look, I got a kid's chair. I mean, look, you're not gonna be able to bring up that chair.
Here, hold on, guys.
Jack's using it, so.
My bad, guys. I was talking to Carol about something, and so I accidentally muted everything. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna go grab her a chair. I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute the mic, but I'll leave the music playing while I go get her a chair. What's up, team? Hey, let me know if you guys can hear me still. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know. I know y'all can hear me, but let me know like what the sound is like if it's good enough, because like the mic's over there. All right, cool. Hey, y'all can hear me.
So the feedback is shorter, right? Or the delay.
Yeah, there's no delay. Yeah, there's almost no delay. There's a small delay for Benzinga, but they said I had to use just a minimum of a 2-second delay with Benzinga, so we have like a 3-second delay here.
Someone said the music isn't loud. Thank you. I gotta go to my girl lately. Shout out to Julie, although I know she'd never listen to day trading, you know.
Yeah. She tried to create a TikTok one day. Yeah, Julie's our Vietnamese friend. They got that good crawfish.
Yeah, they do. Y'all should watch, there's this show on Netflix. I feel like I've talked about it. I might have said it on here before. But it's called Ugly Delicious, I think, on Netflix. And they do an episode about about New Orleans crawfish, and then about Houston. Like this, it was kind of a new thing, you know, the seasoning on top of the crawfish, how the Vietnamese did it here.
But they do it right.
Yeah, but then
it's not the same. In Louisiana, we're snooty. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's very purist in Louisiana, and like there are Vietnamese people in Louisiana who make it like the traditional Cajun way, where you boil in the seasoning, you know. But in Houston, just like not far away, there's a whole new culture of this food, and it's actually been brought back to Vietnam as well. This type of crawfish.
Yeah.
You know, it's good. There's some good stuff. We tried
like orange crawfish, garlic crawfish. They had like lemon crawfish, Cajun crawfish, spicy crawfish, mild crawfish. They had like a bunch of stuff.
Well, no, we also tried. We've had a lot of good stuff over there. A lot of good food, but we tried balut.
Oh yeah, we tried duck fetus.
Yeah.
Is
and
what it really
you
is.
know what? The yolk wasn't that bad. Like if you've eaten duck before, it's kind of gamey. It's basically just an egg with kind of a gamey yolk.
You know, we did the stuff like Fear Factor had a thing about that, and it's like they told us that we did it, and the people in Fear Factor like lost Fear Factor because they like refused. Hey, I'm buying one contract of futures. Wait, did I get in? No. Okay, now I'm in. Yeah, I'm in one contract of futures, guys, on the E-mini. Nice, getting that breakout. We are out. Quick scalp. Made a little bit of money in futures. We're still down $25, but a quick scalp in the futures market. We'll take it. Like I said, if you could trade the market's momentum, you could trade futures. I'm just trading the E-mini. I'm just looking at the SPY. When the SPY breaks this level, easy breakout level. I just buy it real quick, scalp it. We'll see what else we find today in the futures market.
Yeah, someone said Social Dilemma on Netflix. Yeah, John and I started watching it. I think we both fell asleep.
Yeah, I don't remember
because it was late.
What is
but
it?
It was about social medias, how social media has kind of made their Facebook programs to be kind of addictive, you know, for people to stay. And,
oh, for sure. You know, they made phones. They programmed phones to be super addictive, is what it is. Like just phones itself.
Yeah.
We got AWH.
That guy, you talking about Forrest Gump. I actually started watching Forrest Gump last night as I was falling asleep. Everyone knows when you say shrimp gumbo.
Alright.
Shrimp Creole.
We're buying another contract of the E-mini here. See if we bounce off this low. We're trading this right here, so we're gonna see if we bounce. Earn a little bit of profit. See if we get ourselves to break even. We're still probably gonna trade some penny stocks today too.
Oh, thank you, David Grant. That's nice. We've watched Black Mirror as well.
Yeah, Black Mirror is super good. All right, so I just scalped out of that. You can see I'm actually green, or I'm break even on the day now in futures. Here's my P&L. So we did break even there in the futures market, and I don't hate it. Like I'll buy some more if we get in some opportunity here. I just want to see the SPY break 370. FT showing up. FT maybe ripping up, breaking highs here. Look at FT, it's at 260s. Still looking at like EQOS. Yeah, Black Mirror is super good. But yeah, so FTFT pushing up here. We'll see if it breaks this 260 level.
Yes. Wretched FPV said I watched Social Dilemma in June and I shut off all my social media accounts and did not look back. And I'm so glad. It's probably for the better.
Honestly, it's scary, man. It's scary.
Yeah.
I'm getting out of this. I just scalped it up small in futures. So we fought our way back in futures. We're up, scalping that as well. And penny stocks, I mean, I'm looking at TLRY, FTFT and TLRY. Look at Tilray here. Tilray is ripping here, so cannabis stocks are really what I'm kind of focusing on right now.
Yeah, did they do the vote in the Senate yet?
No, on the MORE Act? No, it's just it passed the House. It's not going to pass the Senate. There's no way. I hope it does,
Fingers
but it won't.
crossed, yeah. I think people will be pissed if they don't.
I mean, people are going to be pissed then because it ain't passing. There's no way.
Well, a lot of these places, I mean, it's politicians though, so, I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah, it's political nonsense.
Yeah, but a lot of these people, even the Republican senators, their constituents want, legalization or at least decriminalization for the most part,
Honestly, some of these Republicans are just a bunch of dinosaurs, man.
That's true.
It bothers me because it's like they say it's a gateway drug, right? The only reason it's a gateway drug is because you got to go to an illegal drug dealer to buy it. Eventually, that illegal drug dealer is going to be like, yo, why don't you try this? That's why it's a gateway drug. And so if you licensed it and made it legal, it wouldn't be a gateway drug. You wouldn't get offered a bunch of hard drugs every time you go get it. You know what I mean? And so the way to make it not be a gateway drug is by legalizing it, which is super ironic because that's the propaganda, right? Why we shouldn't legalize it. Also, there being a prohibition on cannabis causes the black market to increase, obviously. And it's just ridiculous. The only real argument, and I've said it a million times, but the only real argument is cannabis better or worse for you than alcohol? If objectively speaking, give me a sip of that. If objectively speaking, cannabis is better for you than alcohol, and you sell alcohol at gas stations, it should be legal. It's not about legalizing another drug. It's about having an even standard of drugs that are actually legal in the market.
And useful. Medically useful.
For sure, 100%.
Like, I can't really, I guess I could think of one. It's not even a medical thing. It just makes you feel good. But drinking, there's really nothing good that drinking does.
Right. Drinking kills hundreds of thousands of people every year. Hundreds of thousands. Smoking cigarettes, hundreds of thousands of people die every year. But cannabis is bad? Y'all are going to demonize cannabis? Cannabis has the toxicity of freaking coffee. Maybe less than coffee, honestly. And it's like, there's just a bunch of dinosaurs that just don't, most of the time, honestly, realistically, a bunch of dinosaurs on the right, getting a lot of PAC money from pharmaceutical and prison industry. That's why it's illegal. Lobbyists. And that's why we were talking about today, one of the biggest news stories in the market is Tilray and Frio, which are two cannabis companies merging with each other to become larger. And I talked about it earlier. I think cannabis needs power. They need powerful companies like this so they can lobby for it. Because right now, you got a bunch of little cannabis companies, but they don't really have that much power when it comes to legislation. And so I think the right move is to allow them to get big so they'll have some of that power we can eventually legalize, because they want to legalize it for sure.
I'm not cracking a beer, it's a Coke.
It's a Coca-Cola, guys. Look. Yeah, we're not drinking. It's 9:30 in the morning.
I usually don't
over
drink.
Here.
Yeah, I usually don't drink Cokes this morning, but I'm not really feeling coffee today.
Yeah, they probably said that because I was like, here, let me hit that. It's a Coke. I need some caffeine. I haven't had caffeine
Yeah,
today.
Someone said, or Jason Scott said, caffeine is more dangerous, and it can be. You could actually you could overdose on caffeine, and it, does all kinds of stuff to your heart.
It's certainly more physical addictive. They're physically dependent and addictive. Alcohol is a depressant. Yeah, alcohol is a depressant that people consume right before. Yeah. Yeah, I'll put it this way: when you drink alcohol, your inhibitions go away. You know, when you smoke weed, you become super paranoid, nervous, and conservative in a lot of ways. Like, you're more conservative with your thinking. Not politically speaking conservative, obviously, but when I say conservative, you're more careful. When you know, ironically enough. But for some reason, like I said, some of these dinosaur politicians are keeping it illegal while they go home and drink their scotch at night. You know, which is just hugely hypocritical. But thus is the world we live in. Yeah, with all that said, though, we'll see if TLRY breaks this 990 level and then 10. I'm going to wait to trade anything, I think, until I see that happen. I might trade some futures, but we're going to wait for Cannabis to break some of these levels here, and then we might find some sympathy moves in Cannabis. How do you like the monitor setup? It's pretty dope, huh? Look at this. Look at this. I can look up and down and to the side. I got everything that I need to look at.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Here. Someone said, hey, Miss Tiny.
Is crack okay? To put Cannabis and crack on the same level is just desperate to disagree. I'm not saying you are, I don't know if you're joking or not, but here's the reality, right? I've heard the most common argument I hear about it is, why should we legalize another drug on the street? And like I said, it's not about legalizing another drug, it's about having an even standard of drugs that are legal. You know what else is a drug that's legal? Coffee. Caffeine's a drug. Chocolate bars have caffeine in them. Alcohol. Sugar. You know, there's a lot more dangerous things in the world than cannabis, right?
Sugar's bad for you.
And even if you take it from a religious standpoint, regardless of what your religion be, or regardless of what your religion is, right? Even if you look at it from a religious standpoint, which a lot of the opponents of cannabis legalization are religious, even if you look at it from a religious standpoint, do you think God, you know, do you think God would rather you take something that is very synthetic, very processed, that causes terrible withdrawals if you stop taking it, that causes huge physical dependence on this drug that is mostly man-made, or do you think he would rather you take something that has zero physical dependence, that cures most of the ailments that affect the population, especially with pain? Like, what do you think the truth is, right? Like, a lot of the time, these big pharmaceutical companies just get people's heads mixed up when it comes to it. Like, what do you think he would rather you take? Like, it's like, if you're religious, God gifted you with a medicine that helps almost everything without any physical dependence, and is much less addictive than some of the synthetic man-made stuff that they have going around. But for some reason, religious people, they hate cannabis. It makes zero sense. It makes absolutely no sense.
And it was used back then. Like, it was used, or at least it was used under the Vikings and, you know.
Right.
A lot of cultures throughout history. It was used in the medieval times, you know.
A better way to say it is that we have cannabinoid receptors in our brain. Why do you think that is? Why do you think we have cannabinoid receptors in our brain? It's because we've been taking cannabis for thousands of years. Thousands of years. Only recently in the last century has it been criminalized, which is ridiculous, you know?
Yeah. Look, someone says, yeah, they're treating your mom for seizures. I mean, it's, you know, it makes no sense. I mean, I could understand wine. I mean, wine is biblical. Wine goes back to, like, way back, you know. And I get it, like, maybe one glass every couple of days, they say it's good for your heart. I mean, I'm not really a drinker, you know, but...
Yeah, Muhammad, I kind of understand that. Like, you know, anything that gets you high is going to be frowned upon religiously for the most part, right? But, again, even if you disagree with that aspect of it, it's about having an even standard. You know, liquor is sold at gas stations. You know what I mean? You buy liquor at gas stations. I can go through a drive-through daiquiri shop, you know? And in the end, it's just a hugely hypocritical thing in this world right now. And honestly, legalizing it would cause a lot of these improvements on social issues as well. Yeah. And so it should take priority over most stuff, I think.
You got a lot of jokers in your chat.
Yeah.
Crack for everyone.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Legalize crack. Crack rocks. You know? Nah.
We were just watching that White Boy Rick.
Oh yeah, we were watching White Boy Rick yesterday.
Yeah.
Man, the DEA did that man dirty.
Yeah, they were dirty.
That's a good movie though. Alright, so we're just chilling here. TLRY unfortunately did not break over 970s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, he finally got out of jail. That man did 30 years in jail. They did him messed up. Break my glasses.
No.
Let's see. Alright, DS honestly doesn't look that bad. DS looks pretty strong. Yeah, just slide it. There you go. DS pulling back to 3. I don't hate the pullback to 3 here. We'll just see. We'll see what happens. I'm still watching the futures market. Hey, saying what's up from Long Island? Hey, what's up, man? What's up from North Houston? Honestly, I'm a Louisiana boy, though. Really, you know. I went to Canada one time, and my stepdad's Canadian. He's from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Canada. And, you know, being from Louisiana, I went up there. They immediately thought I was from Texas. You know.
We're pretty close together, though.
Yeah, we sound the same. I guess it's probably.
If you're familiar with it, you could tell the difference between, like, there's this one guy down the street who works at the gas station by our house, and like every time, as soon as I heard him talk the first time I met him, I was like, oh, this dude's from Louisiana. You know, you could tell, but probably from someone like people might have family in Michigan, and they're like.
Yeah.
You know.
So you guys go into the story. Yeah. You know, honestly, ironically enough, Canadians or Cajun and Canadian sound the same, mostly because they are the same in some ways, based off of where they each migrated from. But Canadian and Cajun kind of sounds the same. Cajun will be more like, "Ooh, Sha, I'm gonna go to the store." You know, that's more like Cajun, and then Canadian is like, "You're gonna go to the store, eh?" You know, so it's kind of similar in how they sound. With my terrible accents in here, you know.
Yeah, kind of.
I live in Texas, man. We're in Texas right now. Which is honestly one of the things that bothers me the most. Because, like, here's the thing. Like, I don't smoke weed, obviously. Like, I live in Texas. I have 2 kids. Like, realistically, even if I wanted to smoke, like, they have Delta 8 at they have Delta 8 at vape shops, which is a completely legal form of THC. A completely legal form of THC. It's called Delta 8. It's completely legal right now because in
the hemp bill.
Yeah, in the hemp bill, they legalized all other forms of THC aside from Delta 9. And so Delta 8 is completely legal. And, you know, it is very similar to... you know, regular stuff. But the point is that I don't smoke weed. It's not really about that. It's the problem I have with it is that not only do I trade stocks all the time, and I'd like to see the cannabis market grow, it's just so many modern issues could be solved from legalizing it. Why not, Travis? What's wrong with it? Carol has an awesome Southern accent. See, that hurts.
We don't notice.
That hurts, though, because I actually grew up in the country, you know.
I grew up in Baton Rouge.
Carol grew up in BR, you know. And so, like, I'm much more country than Carol is. And she has the stronger accent. I think, honestly, realistically, I think me being on the stream for the last few years has improved my accent a little bit in making those videos, because I kind of gotta get rid of the accent when I do them.
Yeah, I don't even know if I want to go there. Someone said Cajuns and French Nola ancestors came from Canada. What was
that's what I meant. That's why the accents are similar. Is because they came from Canada.
Well, they were all French. It was the Louisiana Purchase, like New Orleans, like Bourbon Street and Jackson Square. All of that used to be like an old market. That's what it started as, and it was French people. Actually, Louis the 14th was sending people. Actually, they were prisoners mostly.
Let me turn my alarms off. I don't know why this keeps going on.
They would send a lot of like prisoners or like aristocracy that kind of fell out with the king, and they would send them to the colonies or, you know, the settlement that they had. But it was the Louisiana Purchase, which used to be basically a huge portion in Louisiana and Mississippi, or I don't know if it went into Mississippi, I think it did, all the way up to Canada, you know. So, and that's pretty cool. I mean, Louisiana, I mean, it's one of the most culturally unique states here, you know, like the history and just, it's kind of got its quirkiness, but in a charming way, you know.
Yeah.
Well, in Louisiana, it's French and like Haitian. There's a lot of mixes, but it's mostly French, Creole French, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, my mom is Cajun, very Cajun.
Yeah, I'm very Cajun too. My grandmother's maiden name was LeBlanc, and when we did our test, it was like 80% French or something.
Yeah.
Like 80%. It was.
Yeah, I did one of those 23andMe tests. I talked about it the other day. So I am like 4% African American, which is where the Cajun roots come from, you know, or where it comes from the Cajun side of me, which is cool. And like I said, you tell any white dude that he's 4% black, he's gonna be like, you know. But yeah, my mother's last name was Vale is how you pronounce it, but super Cajun too, you know.
Yeah, someone said I'm Haitian. Yeah, that's cool, man. I mean, it's a cool culture, you know.
Yeah.
You should go, if you ever fly into New Orleans, take a taxi and talk to your taxi driver, and you'll find out about that. You know. It's cool though. It's fun talking to them. They're always, you know, it's a good time. But like you hear that really strong French Haitian.
Oh yeah, I couldn't understand what that dude was saying the last time.
We did. We were talking to him.
We were talking to him, but about 30% of what he was saying, I could not understand what he was saying.
But no.
You know, which is all right. Like I said, he's doing his thing, but I just couldn't understand him. I remember that.
Yeah. Oh, yep. Got a lot of friends that are oil field workers.
Raging Cajun.
Roughnecks.
Hey, yeah, look. He said, "Hey, I appreciate the Haiti shout out. We out here, yes sir."
Yeah, I mean, it's fun, man. New Orleans is fun. You gotta go without. Don't take your kids.
Oh, dude, we got the best food, bro. We got the best food, man. Honestly, everybody does crawfish wrong. Like I said, we're a little bit snooty about crawfish. You gotta boil the seasoning in with the crawfish. You can't throw it on.
Well, you gotta boil the seasoning into the water, and then you gotta boil the seasoning into the crawfish.
Yeah, if you throw it on afterwards, you're doing it way wrong. You know?
And if you throw the seasoning in there and then you just throw the crawfish in there, you're not doing it right either. You have to boil, like, you get the water going, and then you put your seasoning and stuff in, and then you let it cook and you stir it, and like so that the seasoning is like this water soluble, you know, mixed in evenly. Yeah. And then you add your crawfish, and like that allows the seasoning to really soak up into the crawfish, you know.
Here goes TLRY. I'm starting to watch it. Cannabis is moving up. With all that said, here's Cannabis.
And you have to let it soak.
Yeah, you gotta let it.
100%.
Yeah, for sure. ACB moving up with it. APHA. See, this is the loudest the computer will ever get you, how quiet it is.
Yeah,
this runs
it's
good.
loud. Yeah, it's good. Oh my gosh, I could eat like 20 pounds sometimes. When I was pregnant with Maddie, I used to get like a big old thing of crawfish. Maybe 20 pounds is an exaggeration. I could do 20 pounds over like 4 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, because if y'all know, I mean, I'm sure that a lot of y'all know who are from Louisiana or who have family down there, but like you do it in batches. So like you cook the batch and then you pour it out and everyone kind of eats. And like you do that over and over. You might cook like 8 batches, you know? And by the time everything is done, your lips and your fingers, you got to be careful not to touch your eyes until you scrub your fingers out with like a toothbrush.
Look at TRXC, guys. TRXC ripping up here. It just broke over the pre-market high. It's sitting at 62.5 cents. Look at that. So it broke over. It's sitting at, we'll see if it ends up making another test for it. I'm still watching TLRY and some of these cannabis stocks. Just, we haven't gotten too much movement with them yet. We're going to wait for these to break over these highs if we can.
Yeah, my dad moved to Florida, and like he's probably gonna retire in the next, I don't know. I mean, it's Florida. I mean, it's always sunny. I mean, except when y'all get the hurricanes, but you know, it's beautiful.
What's wrong, Chris? What's up, man, Chris? Are we making y'all hungry?
Buy the selects. Austin will.
Sometimes the selects are the same.
In peak season, buy the selects and you'll get crawfish that are like probably even longer like that.
No, man. Half the time they'll be like, oh, it's the selects, and the crawfish
The
will be tiny. They'll be the same size as regular.
No.
That's for suckers, man. Don't buy the selects, man.
No.
The selects ain't gonna do
I've
anything.
gotten, every time that I could think of that I've bought the selects, I've gotten big old crawfish, and it's worth it.
Not me. I've had a different experience there.
Crazy.
I'm not crazy, I'm just saying. Alright, so we're jumping in a little futures trade.
I tell you what.
Very nice.
I know you're trying to trade right now, baby.
Oh, no, it's alright. Oh, yeah, a lot of people talking about VERU. My bad, guys. I'm trading the SPY trade, and then I'll look at VERU. Yeah, VERU honestly ripped up pretty big today. VERU, it's at 1070s. And I'm watching the SPY here. We're going to see if we bounce at this previous high. Slightly down.
Where is that, Tiny? Oh, Canogan. I felt like I've heard
No
that
idea where
before.
that is. Yeah, I have no idea, Tiny.
I felt.
Also, look
I
at
don't know.
VERU is sitting right around highs. AMPY is showing up on the scans. Ooh, look at AMPY in the last 5 minutes. AM as in Mark, P as in Paul, Y. Look at that. We're trying to let the SPY bounce here, which it kind of looks like it is.
The crawfish app. What are y'all talking about?
Austin Will said he distributes crawfish.
Oh, what? You could get me a good bag of selects. I'll come down and get it from you.
Yeah, bro, send it. Yeah.
Or we're gonna come, next time we come down, usually we come down at some point during the spring, for crawfish season.
We were gonna come down for Christmas this year, but
It's just crazy. It's a crazy
I
year,
got
man.
sick. Yeah, Kara got sick
Sunday.
Yeah, a few people
stomach
here were.
bug.
Yeah, a few people here were actually asking if you were better.
Oh, well, thank y'all. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, it's just a 24-hour thing. I got it Sunday. I felt terrible Sunday. And then
so
Monday.
we just got out of this E-mini trade. We're up almost $40 on the E-mini. We'll come back to it. Look at AMPY, guys, and VERU. AMPY and VERU ripping up here. Sorry, baby. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's good. But yeah, Monday I felt a little better. I still had a headache. And then today I feel fine. Or yesterday I felt better.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Tiny. Yeah, and Austin, we'll hit you up. I mean, usually our Uncle Dan, shout out to Uncle Dan.
Yeah. That man can cook crawfish.
He is he's a good one. He stands over there, he's got his beer and his radio with college baseball on, and he'll just cook crawfish for hours.
Yeah.
Good crawfish.
My dad actually said Uncle Dan was watching the stream the other day.
Oh, shout out Uncle Dan.
Yeah, I don't know.
Miss your crawfish.
Yeah. Sorry, we can't eat it this year.
Oh, hopefully.
Usually my family does like a crawfish boil every year, but we had to cancel it this year because of COVID. Unfortunately, so. No, it's called a crawfish boil, is what it's called. And listen, we got all the tourists that come to Louisiana and they call them crawdads. You can call them crawdads sometimes. Call them crayfish.
Yeah, they're crawfish.
Right, Louisianians just call them crawfish. All right, we're in another trade in the E-mini here. See if we get a bounce.
You would make some good money if you came out here to Houston with crawfish, especially for a good price. If you could sell, it's just transporting them, but if you could sell your crawfish here for like, I don't know what, they usually sell them for like $7-8
$8
a pound. In some places it's messed up. If you say, hey, I'm getting it to go, so they have to bag it, they'll charge you an extra $1 per pound to bag it for you, which is ridiculous.
Yeah. Look at VERU ripping over 11s, guys. Ripping over 11s here. Big moves here for VERU. We're watching it. I'm still waiting for Tilray to break out of that range. Here's the range I'm attacking with Tilray. Honestly, if we can hold support here at 11 for VERU, I don't hate it. Big rip, big move here for it. 11.45s is like the high from the previous few days. I know 12.19s, and so maybe if we can break that. When does another candle open up here? Yeah. Yeah, crawfish are like little baby lobsters, bro. They're like little baby lobsters is basically what they are.
Well, and they don't really
It tastes better than lobster, though, to be honest. People get weird about crawfish, but they're like little baby lobsters, and they taste better than lobsters, to be honest. Louisianians season them way more than lobsters.
Yeah. Well, and so, like, they don't really freeze. I don't know if you're talking about, like, while they're growing, because it doesn't usually freeze in Louisiana, just being real. Like, It might snow every, like, couple years once, where it just kind of, like, in the morning, it kind of sticks to the ground, and then it melts away by, like, 10. But you could freeze crawfish, but they don't really taste good after. A lot of people will, like, if they've had a crawfish boil, they'll peel the rest of those crawfish and they'll put them in a little Ziploc baggie and store it, and then they'll use those crawfish to make gumbo. Yeah, to either put in like gumbo or like crawfish etouffee or like, you know, other dishes that have, or like crawfish stuffed potatoes. Yeah, it's good. Or put crab meat in there too.
Yeah, crab is really the best seafood. Honestly, crab is probably the best seafood for sure. Check out my futures trading stats today. So these are my futures trading stats.
Oh my god, this is frozen.
Showing my stats. Here's my futures trading stats. 71% today. Not too bad in futures. We've been making mostly money in it. We'll see what else we can find. I'm still waiting for TLRY to break out of this range. I am sitting here looking at this range right here between like 975 and 950, that 25-cent range. If we break out of that, then I'll probably take some, probably up to like 10 or 990s. But we need that range break, and we need some positive sympathy in cannabis right now. We'll see if we get it. Today's like the food stream. We're just talking about seafood all day.
If you cooked a dead one, then they would be like, usually when they're dead, before they get boiled, they stay straight out like this.
Yeah, the tail sticks out. It's straight.
But,
the tail will be flat.
So you don't eat the dead ones. But if they're like curled up like this, that means that they were alive going into the water. So, you know, they're good to
safer.
eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could tell if you eat one of the ones with their tail stuck straight out, the meat just kind of, it's not as good.
It tastes a little bit stale.
Well, yeah, and it could be kind of like, the texture isn't the same. You know?
Look at MIND, guys. MIND is popping up here. It's at 270s. Look at MIND. The only way I might consider trading this one is if it pulls back to like 250. If it pulls back to 250, I might, you know, get into something. Only if it pulls back to like 250s. We'll see though.
Yeah, you're gonna get a couple dead ones in each batch. I mean, it kind of is what it is. That as long as at least like 95% of them are alive, you're
what?
good.
Fubo has a stock.
What?
We just got Fubo. Honestly, we got Fubo because
Fubo.
Fubo works. It's not Fubu. It's Fubo.
Oh,
Fubu is an old clothing brand. Fubo is the TV app. Yeah, it'll you know. There we go. But no, Fubo's got the sports. You know, Fubo's got NFL Red Zone. We had Hulu, but we changed to Fubo.
Yeah, they didn't have everything though.
But no, Fubo's got a stock here, and it's making kind of some moves today. Somebody else mentioned it here. But yeah, look at MIND. That's really the one ripping. It's at 275 right now. This is one of those ones where you kind of gotta look at a daily chart to see what's up with it. 270s. Got some resistance hitting right here, so we'll see if it breaks that resistance, because we got like a quadruple top right there, 277 for MIND. So we'll see what happens here. If it breaks that and holds, it might be really strong. But I'm slowing down. I mean, I'm green and everything today. And like, I just don't know if we're gonna find anything that looks good for me to want to get involved with it. There's the break on MIND at that 280 level, 277.
I'm gonna be the crawfish king of Maine.
Robert said my restaurant Fire on the Bayou is in Florida, and it's Cajun Creole. We are looking at going into a brunch. So I'm gonna figure out a crawfish omelet.
Ooh, I would eat
love
that.
A crawfish omelet, yeah.
I would eat it, or like crawfish avocado toast.
Well, like if you do brunch and it's Cajun, you just gotta get beignets, brother.
Yeah, you gotta have beignets.
Man. Beignets are what? Yeah, Louisianians are gonna eat beignets.
If you get some beignets and you get some cafe au lait, people will come.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta get beignets, bro. People will come just for the beignets if you get it. Like, that's the most famous Cajun breakfast.
Yeah, because
beignets.
one thing I've noticed is Louisiana people are really spread out along like the southern coast. Like they're really like Katrina and like the hurricanes.
We have them. Okay, cool.
Yeah. But it seems like Louisiana people are kind of everywhere. I think at least 4 or 5 of the people on our immediate street, you know, basically the houses across from us and next to us and cat a corner, 4 or 5 of them out of like 7 of them are from Louisiana. You know, like Louisiana people are everywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
Yeah, and Houston too. I think Houston more than any place.
Well, and in Florida, especially along the Floribama coast, and you know, like Orange Beach. Yeah. And so.
I'm still waiting for Tilray to break out of his range. Nothing really has happened yet. MIND is pulling back to that 260 level I talked about, so we're still looking at MIND here. NXTD down. Most of the crypto-related stocks are down now when Bitcoin failed to break that high. So I think crypto and Bitcoin are just slowing. But we still got like MIND. NVGS is showing up. Although that one's pretty slow too. MIND pulling back some.
Someone said they were going to do crawfish boils for weddings.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, during the springtime. Spring and early summer. That would be nice.
Yeah, Cafe Du Monde is always busy, bro. Yeah, you guys know how. If you know Louisiana, man, we go eat beignets. We're leaving looking like Scarface. You know?
And don't wear black. Don't wear black stuff to go eat beignets because it'll be all over the seat.
You'll look like Scarface when you're done. You know?
And if you have kids, bring a change of clothes or something if you're doing something afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Austin. I'll take some Texas brisket. Yeah, you gotta go to Rudy's, man. Go to Rudy's. Rudy's is the place.
It's like you walk up and they have these, it's kind of like, I guess like how they do deli meat, but you walk up and you say, I want a pound of moist brisket.
Pound of brisket, pound of turkey.
Yeah, and they have these big smokers behind that, and they just pull these huge pieces of meat up and just cut them, and then they weigh them, and then
what's really good about Rudy's is the sauce, though. Like their barbecue sauce is good. Like that's what, like the brisket's good, but the sauce is really good. That's what makes it better.
Yeah. They have the regular Rudy sauce, and then they have the sissy sauce, because the Rudy sauce is kind of spicy.
Yeah, everybody's talking about brisket. All right, we might have to slow down on the food comments.
I might need to go check on the kids because I'm getting hungry.
All right, everybody, thank Carol for being here.
So, yeah, it was. I haven't been on in a while.
Yeah, it was good seeing you. I'm sure they hadn't seen you in a while.
Hope everyone's well. I know it's kind of a crazy time, and Christmas coming up. Everyone happy holidays and Merry Christmas. You know, hope everyone in y'all's family is safe, and you know, y'all have a good time. So, all right.
Yeah, Carol's about to go eat.
Yeah, I got an appointment in a little bit, so.
All right, baby. Well, thank you for coming on.
All right, love you, baby.
All right, love you. All right.
All right, bye, y'all.
No, I'm put my headphones back.
Here, just watch out for this. Don't trip on this.
All right, I won't. Here, I'll get out the way. Hey, thank you for the sub. Thank you, man. Y'all be like hit the subscribe button. You know you want to. Everybody does it. Click the like button. Help support your boy here. Help us buy some beignets. You know, hit that subscribe button. Click the like button as well, team. Hey, what's up, HY from Germany? Nice, man. My wife and I look alike? Nah. I don't know if anybody's ever told me that before, that Carol and I look alike. I mean, we both have dark hair. That's about it. Hey, thank you, Larry. Yeah, I don't see it either. Yeah, I mean, I've got darker hair. She's Italian. I am mostly English. My last name is London, London, so I'm mostly English, and Cajun, English and French. but she's Italian. Still watching the SPY, nothing going on yet. I'm slightly green and futures. You don't look like Joe Dirt. Am I Joe Dirt, bro? Oh, look at Carol. Yeah, I mean, I'm green, but it's I've slowed. The last hour has been really boring. Look at like RWLK. But yeah, like I said, guys, I'm slightly up in the futures market. We're up like $62 in futures. But like I said, you want to trade on Top Step, the same futures platform I'm using. It's a funded account program. If you want to check that thing out, help support your boy here, check out Top Step. It's a basically, there's different stages. The first one is the 30K stage. It costs $120 if you go through my link. They'll give you a 30K demo account, and if you could prove you're profitable with that 30K demo account, they fund you $30,000 as a professional proprietary futures trader with an 80% profit split. They're regulated in the US. They paid out to their profitable traders over $2 million in 2020 this year. They funded over 3,000 traders. And it's a great way to help support us. Obviously, I'm going to be biased in their favor, though, because I make a commission if you sign up. But it's a good way to help support us if you're interested and maybe you don't have that much capital, but you want to improve and try to get funded as a trader. I think it's a solid option for that. Oh, that's why you said Joe Dirt. That's why you said Joe Dirt. You pulled a, I'm your sister. I'm your sister. Yeah. Great movie. Gotta love it. Now I know what you mean. Yeah. Now I see. Yeah, great movie, honestly. It's a space peanut. That's my favorite line in that movie. It's a space peanut. Ah, man, I'm gonna buy a little bit of futures here. And this is Top Step. You can see day trading futures is just like day trading stocks. Buy the bid, buy the ask, sell the bid, sell the ask. Same thing. We're down though. I'm gonna hold this and see if the market can break highs right here. You see these highs? We're gonna see if we can break that. To trade futures, there's different commodities. So there's oil, gas. I'm trading the E-mini, which is just the SPY. So I'm trading this right here. And so if this runs up, basically it's like the mini S&P 500. If this high breaks, I should make some money. But yeah, the only difference between stock trading and futures trading is the sizing. They go by ticks instead of shares. They go by ticks. And so with each commodity, there's a different movement. But with the E-mini, for instance, every tick up or down, I make $12.50 in profit or losses. So if I have 2 contracts and it goes towards my direction, 1 tick, I make $25. If I have 4 contracts and if it goes against me, 1 tick, I lose $50. If I have 1 contract and it goes against me 4 ticks, I lose $50. And that's how futures trading is. And aside from that, it's just buying the market, sell the market, buy the bid, sell the ask. I think most people get involved with futures because they're trying to trade the E-mini, which you can just watch the SPY for, like this. And if this breaks, this will profit. You can see it's the exact same movement. It's just a mini version of the S&P 500. So if you can trade mid and high caps, you can probably trade futures. It's very similar. It's almost the same. Which one? Which one, Mohammed? Hey, what's up, Zach? Hey, welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, and like I said, I mean, my big thing here is, like, we're not experts. Like, we're not, we're not trying to sell you a course here. Like, we just teach you for free. And I've said it before, like, part of the reason I'm like that is because I don't feel like having that huge standard to live up to. If I lose every day this week, I don't want you guys are going to sit there and be like, man, why are you selling the course, John? You know what I mean? I would rather not have that pressure. I would rather just be able to lose every day this week, and y'all can't tell me anything, because we're just a free resource and community, not claiming to be an expert, and I don't want that pressure. I mean, I'm green almost every day, and you guys watch me. I trade live on stream. Can't fake it. But I don't want the pressure of being some expert that sells courses. It's just not what I do. I think there's too much of that already. I think most content in the trading space is publicly available already for free. Alright, so we're up here, but I'm probably going to scale out of this. We're going to let it test this low right here, and then we're going to bail out if it can't. And I like Warrior Trading to some extent. Like, I like his content. I think his content's good. I'm not hating on him. I'm not trying to start drama, you know. Like, you got some YouTubers that sell courses. You got other YouTubers that just try to start drama because they can't get views anyway else. And so I'm not trying to be either one of those, man. I'm just trying to stay in my lane over here and just, you know, try to do what I think is right. Alright, so like I said, we're testing this. We'll see what happens. But I don't know if I love it. Weeble? Hey, what's up with Weeble, Muhammad? What's up, bro? Oh yeah, I don't know about Weeble, bro. Oh man, I look the other way and I'm down. I'm down 25 bucks on the day. It's alright. We'll see if we get in some other trades. I mean, can we get 300 likes? Hey, y'all hit that like button, guys. We should be able to break that, I think. Hey, yeah, y'all hit that like button, guys. Let's break 300 today if we can, team. Do it now. Everybody's doing it, guys. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. We do this live completely free every single day right here on YouTube. So if you want to support a movement like this, hit the subscribe button, guys. You know you want to hit that like button. Let's break 350. Or let's break 300. I mean, or 350. That was my wife. Give us some trade to make now. I don't have a trade to make right now, bro. Market's dropping. Was looking at maybe buying this high break on the SPY. Nothing happened. Bitcoin is starting to push up, but it's still a little choppy, to be honest. So I'm not really loving that either. It's 11 o'clock past 11 o'clock market time, and the volume is usually going to die down some. I'm green in penny stocks down and futures now, but you know, I don't see anything to tell you. Hey, nice bill. Hey, no, you're good, Muhammad. Don't stress it, brother. You're good, man. No worries. Alright, market dropping. I mean, we're gonna stick around here. Oh, y'all go join our Discord too. You know, we got a pretty active Discord. We got thousands of people in our Discord, and yeah, y'all go join our Discord. We post educational videos too, all free. A lot of the time we're just back testing stocks, but y'all join our Discord. Here's the link. It's completely free. If we do decide to get into any trades after today, then we'll post about it in our Discord, but I don't think I'm going to right now. TLRY is dropping. We'll see. Good luck, Yeti. You got that, bro. Good luck, man. Yeah, futures is very profitable. Futures, I've described it like heaven for new or for experienced traders. Futures market is kind of like heaven. There's no PDT rule in futures. Most of the time it's instant settlement. Most platforms will give you a decent amount of leverage even if you don't use Top Step. Most platforms are going to give you some leverage in the futures market. There's no PDT rule. It's open almost 24/7. And a lot of times people just get scared away from futures because it's unknown to them. They don't understand it. Futures trading is just trading commodities. So like if you look at the E-mini, I'm just trading the mini S&P 500. That's what I'm doing. So I'm watching the SPY. See if we can find some movement in the SPY that I can exploit. That's all I'm really doing with futures. Most of the time I'm just scalping it quickly. But you could also trade gold, silver, crude, cattle prices, you know, all coffee in some places. A lot of different stuff you could trade. And so that's the reason, you know, I trade futures. Alright, so we're scalping out of the SPY here. I got myself back close to break even. We're up 50 bucks. I'm going to try to target this range up here. And again, aside from that, it's just like day trading. Look at this. Alright, so we're looking good. Let's see if we can break that. I might get out there. Feel me? Alright, I failed. Alright, so yeah, I'm up 37 bucks on the day. I use Top Step. And so it has 0 commission, but it also has some fees, which aren't even really Top Step's fault. Most of the fees are from the CME, which is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, which you're most of the time going to have to go through if you want to trade futures anyway. But aside from that, there's no commissions, aside from the fees. And yeah, you can check out the link right there. I'll pin it to the top of the page if you want to see it. Tell me what you think about this halt on WNB. Been in it for 15 minutes. Sure. You know, what is it? WNW. Alright, so yeah, this thing's been halted. Resumed, halted, and resumed. Yeah, I'll research it. Hold on, let me see what's up. I got you. Hold on. Alright, so it says it's a circuit breaker. Yeah, it should have resumed by now. I'd watch for a 20 to 30 minute halt. They say it's a circuit breaker, which just means it's volume. This is working, not... Or no, this is... I don't know why my stock bot is frozen there for that one too. No news found for W&W. Weird. They say it's a circuit breaker halt. Wait. Yeah. This thing's acting weird though. I mean, I would be careful. I mean, here's the problem, right? Like, this is a Chinese stock, and I'm not saying anything negative about Chinese stocks. I'm just saying that it's harder to regulate since it's a company that's not in the U.S. And so, you know, it's hard to tell what's going on with this, to be honest, since it's a foreign stock. I'm not sure, to be honest. Halted a few times, never really know what's going on with some of these, and so we'll see what happens here. But yeah, that's all I really got for it, bro. Huge demand, low float. Yeah, it's been weird. I mean, a lot of the time when you get halts like this that don't resume, they're getting investigated by the SEC. And I don't want to try to scare you, but sometimes stocks will get halted and they will never resume, or they might resume back in the pink sheets if the SEC finds some like weirdness going on with them. You know what I mean? So like, be careful. Because today, I mean, I don't know. We'll see if I trade anything else. Yeah. This is Thinkorswim right here. This is my main platform, especially with like penny stocks. I'm mostly trading on Thinkorswim. The other platform I'm using is Top Step for futures, and I'm just trading futures there. I'm pretty new to the futures market though. I've only really started trading futures over the last like few months. I've had a lot of success with it, but it's still something where I teach people the strategies I'm using, but they are new strategies that I'm still developing as a whole, you know. I mean, trading's not really that boring right now. Yeah, Trader T is in this. Trader's not really that boring. It was honestly a pretty exciting day. We had like HTBX moving. We had a bunch of stuff moving. We had crypto. We got TLRY making moves. And so like we actually got a bunch of stuff moving today. It's certainly not a boring day, I would say. It's just, I mean, here's the thing. It's past 11 in the market right now. It's 11:20 market time. And so it's just late in the morning. Volume dries down around lunch. And it's almost lunchtime, so, you know. I'm looking at the SPY. If we actually start to break over 369 into 370s, I might buy some contracts. Just gotta wait and see if we get it though. TLRY broke under that range. W and W still nothing. Yeah, and that might not be it. It says circuit breaker, and usually there's some news into why this is doing it, but it's a circuit breaker halt. We'll see. You know, hard to tell. You say you have a script for the previous day in level. What's the importance? Because it's just a major level in a stock's price. The previous closing price is the red to green level. It's the point in a stock where the stock goes from red to green on the day and vice versa. So like this light blue line right here is the previous closing price, and you can see how well the market respects it. Every time it comes to it, it ends up... Alright, we're taking a pretty solid scalp here on the SPY. I talked about it. We're gonna try to get out here on this last little bit. Let's see if we can scalp out. I got an order. There's the order. All right, so I got filled. So we are up $137.50 in the futures market. Not a bad day. Yesterday was like a $600 day. We're pretty close to getting funded here, to be honest. We're pretty close. But yeah, the previous closing price is just a major level. It's the level where a stock goes from red to green on the day and vice versa. MFH ripping up here. Still looking at W and W for you, Trader T. I hope it works out for you. Hey, y'all hit that like button, guys. Let's try to break 200. Let's try to break 300 likes today. You need to hit a profit target of $2,000 while following the rest of their rules. Hey, thanks, Tony. Yeah, I'm using Thinkorswim. I'm using Thinkorswim for penny stocks. Yeah, like I said, the cool thing about Top Step is that it'll like completely break down my solid accuracy today. See if it has this week. Not a bad week this week. A little swingy, but hey. Here's today. It's actually old too, but here's my P&L. I've gone 7 out of 9 green trades. I've had 9 trades today. 7 of them were green and futures. 2 of them were losing. Here's my graph. I'm I'm running at 77.7%, 77.8%, really. And this is excluding that last trade. So after this last trade, it's going to be over 80%, I think. So not a bad day. Over 80% in accuracy today in the futures market. Not too bad. I'll take it. So yeah, okay, you're still on paper. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, don't worry about it then. I mean, you're good. Just learn from it. That's the best thing you can do, you know. Yeah, you can trade the E-mini. You just got to get approved for futures. I use Top Step, and like I said, you can see it pinned to the top of the page. You can also check out some of these strategies that I've been using in the penny stock market have been ridiculously profitable. And if you want to see Bill, I know Bill asked about the strategies I'm using in penny stocks. This is my video. Y'all watch this video. This video breaks down the different strategies I use in an easy to understand way. Y'all go check it out. There's the link right there. Y'all go watch that video. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm probably hanging it up today, team. Probably hanging it up today. And so yeah, y'all hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Good luck. But yeah, I'm probably done for the day, guys. Hey, I appreciate the sub, John London. Hey, John London. Is that your real name? Or are you making fun of me, John? Because that's my name. Spelled differently, of course, but my name is John London. That's my name. Mine is spelled differently. Mine is spelled like the city. Yeah. Maybe wretched. I don't know, bro. We'll see. But yeah, I'm out of here, guys. Good luck. We'll see you guys later. I'm gonna hit you guys with an ad real quick, you know. But yeah, guys, I'm out of here. Good luck. Love you all. Have a good day, team. We'll see you guys next time. Good luck in the markets, guys. Solid day for me. Green and everything. Came around in the futures market a little bit later, but hey, we'll take it. Good luck. We had a ton of people today in the stream. A great stream. We had almost 500 people. I think we did break 500 people for a second here today. So I really appreciate the love and support, team. I really do. Good luck in the markets, guys. We'll see you guys later. Have a good day, team. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't yet. And we'll see you guys later.